Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's live, we will be discussing Devin Haney being blackballed, Keyshawn Davis is back, and will Earl the Truth Spence Jr. be coming back at 160 pounds? But before we do that, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button. And make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as I go throughout the live. Be sure to help support the channel by hitting the Cash App at $2 boxing, or hitting the heart with the $, and just leaving a special thanks below. Let me know that you enjoy the show. But I got 9 people in the building. I should have 9 likes. Punch the like button. Double tap the screen if you're looking at the mobile version. Tonight is Friday, the review show, all women's boxing talk. That means it's only ladies on the panel tonight. Only the ladies on the panel tonight. Let me drop the link in case they're already in the chat. Some people say, man, 2 Cents After Dark, that's my favorite show. Some people say, oh, I love the Friday show with all the women. So I'm glad, people can distinctively, point out the characteristics and the differences in between each of my shows, and they like them all for different reasons. I really appreciate that. Shout out to everybody that supports the channel. Big shout out to y'all. 11 people in the building. I should have 11 likes. I need a like check. Who's gonna be my like checker? Every time them numbers going up, I need to get the likes, because people watching. I'm looking at the analytics. They watching, but they not punching the like button. They not punching the like button. I'm gonna let a couple more people pull up in here before we start reviewing and chit-chatting and doing all of that. Oh, while y'all in here, I guess I could show this real quick. I'm gonna wait till a couple of more people pull up in here. Somebody say, I need a shout out. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. That's where my family from. We might, well, they're not from Birmingham, but they're from Alabama. Might mess around and be my cousin. Pay attention, 26. Never know. Small world. What's up, Marshawn West? What's up, All Things? What's up, Gecko, Kid, Marco? I gotta get you a wrench, Gecko. I've been seeing you here the past couple lives. Lee Jackson in the building. What's up, y'all? 13 people watching. Let me get 13 likes. Punch the like button. Double tap the screen. And my family from Mobile, Lee Jackson. And I think JD say he from Mobile too. They sure live from Mobile, Alabama, Lee. You might be my what up, cuz? I'm talking about they from the country with the red dirt. The houses like 4 miles apart. We got like all this crazy land out there. Like acres and acres, probably like 24, 25 acres or something like that. I hated going out there when I was little. I definitely would appreciate it more now as an adult. It's just you quiet, peaceful. Yep, the red dirt. That shit used to always fascinate me when I was little. What up, Mr. Greg? You feel me, Lee Jackson? I'm trying some kids down here in Bessemer. You training? And they won the Golden State Glove Tournament in the Deontay Wilder Jam. Oh, okay, you was training some kids out there. That's what's up. So you train kids, pay attention? That's what's up. Shout out to pay attention. So we got 11 people in the building. Let's see. Y'all know I'm going to show this a couple times throughout the show, but I'm going to show y'all right quick since y'all early. Show y'all right quick since y'all early. Now, I don't know if y'all know. Let me find it real quick. So what y'all think about Keyshawn Jermaine Ortiz fight? What y'all think about that fight? I mean, I know people was all in the uproar like he said he was gonna go to 47 and fight Devin Haney. He wasn't finna do that right now. Come on, y'all. I think he should though. I wouldn't mind Keyshawn going to 47 and fighting Devin Haney, even though he's still pulling up somebody smaller to fight. But I mean, I guess that was his plan all along. Just get bigger than everybody, then bring them all up to fight you. Because my thing is, this is what people were saying, right? And this ain't really one of the topics, but I'm just gonna talk about this. Some more people pulling here. They saying, "Oh well, they had the opportunity to fight Devin Haney when they were still at the weight class. They ain't want to fight him." Okay, so since they didn't take the opportunity to fight him at the same weight class, what makes you think they're gonna fight him jumping up weight classes? You see what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense? I can't really understand why Devin Haney list got 3 different weight classes on it. If they didn't want to fight you when you was in their weight class, or just wait till they get to your weight class to fight them, but don't pull it up. But it's just my 2 cents. Just my 2 cents. Just what I think. It's just what I think. Somebody say someone didn't hit the like button. They on y'all ASS in the like button. All right, so check it out. Check it out. Check it out. It costs nothing. This is what I want to say before I show this video. It costs $0 to be real. It costs $0 to be honest and objective. That's all I do on this channel. I'm honest and I'm objective, and I give my genuine opinion. I know a lot of y'all base y'all opinions on how y'all feel about these men, but I don't do that. They be like, you just saying that because you don't like such a... No, I'm not saying it. Me liking or not liking it has nothing to do with what I be saying. I don't do that. And I don't know why y'all do that. Like, So if somebody's a good fighter, you be like, oh, they ain't a good fighter just because you don't like them. Like, that's so childish to me. I don't understand that. But anyway, let's check it out. It's the review show ladies panel. Here's the link if it's any ladies in the chat that want to hop on the panel.
What's going on?
What's good with you?
Chilling, man. Ain't nothing.
Here with the boogeyman of 154.
Oh, what's up?
Former Millennial, former Unified.
Yeah, trying to get some more.
Got to get used to that, right?
What? Used to what?
Get used to being former.
No, that's cool. It's in the new, coming soon. It's coming soon. Stay tuned.
What you doing for the holidays?
Just chilling, spending time with the fam. That's about it. You know, enjoying life, spending time with the fam. You know, and getting away from boxing for, you know, a couple of days and then right back to it, you know, on Monday.
Do you like being off for the holidays? Is that like how you like to make your schedules?
I just try. Yeah, for the most part, yeah, I like being off sometimes, you know, but sometimes I'm probably still gonna come to the gym tomorrow anyway. Well, on Christmas anyway, so it don't really matter. But still, yeah, I just like to, you know, enjoy myself.
You coming to the gym in preparation for you working off the grub?
For sure. You got you got to come in the gym first, train, get yourself right, and then get yourself ready for later on, you know, in the evening.
How many plates we looking at tomorrow? What's the over under?
Over and under. I'm going over 3.
Over 3?
Over 3. Take me for 3.5.
What you got to say to your fans in this holiday season?
No, I want to give a special shout out to my fans. Appreciate y'all. You know, always supporting me. You ride or die. Appreciate y'all. You know, I want y'all to have a happy holidays. You know, shout out to Eric Harris, Sean Terrence, Boxing Nerd, Tiger Bob, 2 Cent, Empty the Clip, John Smith, Dean by any means, and Cordell. I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate, you know, all my other fans as well, and the supporters. You know, I appreciate y'all.
Ooh, Boots shot at your girl out. Boots shot at your girl out. Shout out to Jerron Boots Ennis. Shout out to Jerron Boots Ennis. Listen, I'm telling y'all. You just gotta be honest, man. You don't gotta make stuff up. You don't gotta lie for your favorite fighter. You don't gotta put them in dresses on your thumbnail. You don't gotta do none of that. You ain't gotta make them look like monkeys and all this other weird shit. Just be honest and objective. That's it. And real gonna recognize real. Real gonna recognize real. Boots probably be at the crib listening to the live stream. You don't know. You don't never know who listening. What's up, Big Dre? What up, ASO Stan? You feel what I'm saying? But shout out to Boots in this. It's just a lot of things I've been saying about Boots throughout the time. This ain't no Boots channel or nothing like that, but I just started seeing Boots went from the boogeyman to a duck overnight, and I was like, this is so weird. Like, it's like this whole campaign all of a sudden to try to paint Boots into something that he's not. And I'm like, Boots don't bother nobody. He go fight and put a couple tweets up and go on about his business. Like, Boots ain't bothering nobody. What is up with this? All of a sudden, we trying to make him out to be a duck, and now all of a sudden he don't fight nobody when we not even acknowledging the fact that they've been ducking him. Like, I can't, like, he's been legitimately getting ducked, not like strategically moving and saying people duck him or staying, you know what I'm saying, not being available to get the fights because you know you signed with the wrong promotional company or different promotional company, you saying they ducking you, or calling people out when they tied up already and you know they got a fight lined up, and then you calling them out and then you saying they ducking you when you know they in talks or negotiations with other people fighting, and then you calling them out to try to fight them, and then you saying they ducking you. Well, he don't be doing none of that. He don't be doing none of that. He don't be fake calling people out, and he don't do none of that. So when all this stuff was going on with Eddie Hearn and Turkey, and you got Virgil Ortiz, who, speaking of Virgil Ortiz, is some people, I heard a good argument earlier, right? And I want y'all to let me know and drop it below your 2 cents. Who was the biggest duck of 2025? Y'all let me know and drop it below. If you listening to the replay, let me know and drop it below your 2 cents. Who is the biggest duck of 2025? And this might turn into an interactive show. I don't know. Right? I know I got the topics at the top I'm supposed to talk about, but y'all know sometimes I just freestyle it. That's just how I go over here on 2 Cents Boxing, right? I'm gonna touch on the topics, don't worry. But this is an interactive show. This is the last all-women's panel of 2025 review interactive show. Shout out to all the ladies in the chat. All the ladies listening, here's the link if you want to come up here. If you're a lady listening in the chat and you have not been up here all year, just click the link, come up here, say your 2 cents. You can get off. You don't got to stay. But at least for the last show, help me celebrate, because this is a brand new show that I don't even know how long I've been doing the show. A couple of months now. It's a brand new show I started implementing so that we can give all the women a voice in this community without having to go back and forth with the men that be crying in the chat. So who is the big, somebody asking for my Cash App is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. $2 cents boxing. You see it scrolling at the bottom? Or if you're looking in the mobile, it's scrolling at the top. So all of a sudden, is this campaign. He ducking Virgil, who had already ducked him at 147 pounds. So it made no sense at all. Like, it was very nonsensical. It made no sense at all. But who y'all think the biggest duck? The biggest duck. No, Marshawn, my Cash App is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's $. Let me see if I can do it. $2 cents boxing. There we go. Make that easier for people. There we go. There you go. Right there, y'all. $2 cents boxing is the Cash App. Courtney Thompson say Devin Haney is the biggest duck of 2025. Can you tell me why Devin Haney is the biggest duck of 2025? Somebody say Hitchison. Who he duck? He say Schofield Jr. Ooh, that's a good one. Canelo and Virgil. Canelo. I mean, we already knew Canelo wasn't going to fight Benavidez, though. You know what I'm saying? Now, I got 17 likes. There's 20 people in the building. Y'all punch that like button. 22 people now. 2 people just popped in here. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all punch that like button. Somebody say Jake Paul, the biggest duck. Jake Paul, the biggest duck of 2025. Okay, now while we talk about the biggest duck of 2025, see, this ain't your average award show, best knockout of the year. We're not doing that. Y'all do that on other people panels. I'll be doing that on other people panels. We're going to do some different type. Who was the biggest hypocrite? Now, this is going to be a hard one if you ask me. Who was the biggest hypocrite of 2025? But for me, the biggest duck, and it's tough, because if what they're saying is true about Jake Paul, that's like, that's a pretty egregious duck. But we don't know. That's speculation. That's up in the air right now. But I'm going to go with Virgil Ortiz being the biggest duck of 2025. Because not only did you duck me, or not only Did you try not to paint me out to be a duck for 2 years? 2 years, y'all out here trying to ruin and run my name into the ground for no reason? Because I'm minding my business, telling me I need to move up, telling me if I get undisputed at 147 pounds, it ain't going to mean nothing. And then when I move up, you telling me I need to stay down. I need to stay down and fight T.O. I need to fight for Devin Haney at 147 pounds. Like, who are y'all? Who are these? Like, who are y'all? Who is T.O.? T.O. and both Devin Haney get the career beat out of them by Jerron beat your ass Ennis. So now it comes out Virgil damn near about to breach his contract because he don't want to fight Boots. After capping and gloating about how he ducked you twice already, now that is the opportunity, it ain't nothing but space and opportunity. It ain't nothing but space and opportunity, Virgil. Now you don't want to fight. In nothing but space and opportunity now, you available, he available, contracts on the table, you sign, I sign. Allegedly, the zone want to fight. They don't want you to fight Earl. Apparently, you trying to fight Earl. I don't know what's going on with Earl and why he can't get a fight, but that's another conversation. But we're going to have to talk about that later because I don't know what's up with that. And if Earl don't get this fight with Tony Harrison, then I'm just kind of like, eh. And like I keep saying, I know I'm jumping from topic to topic, but I'm going to go back to it. But like I keep saying, the longer Earl, the true Spence Jr., who is my favorite fighter, sits out of the ring, the less desire I have to see him fight. I love seeing him in the promotional role. We still get to see him. We still get to hear from him. You know, he's not completely gone out of boxing. So I'm okay if Errol Spence never fights again. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with that. In my opinion, his legacy was solidified when he came back after that car accident and beat Danny Garcia. Anything else he would have done after that, to me, would have just been like, his story would have been excellent. His story would have been excellent. But back to Virgil Ortiz being a duck of the year. Your pops all on the internet writing these long dissertations. You're not a slave. You about to walk away from the zone and all of this drama. And I'm like, either because you did all of this, like y'all started up all of this little back and forth and all that. I'm thinking y'all doing it to sell a fight. Like eventually y'all gonna make a fight. That's why y'all doing all of this. Because eventually when the time come, y'all gonna make the fight. Y'all just, bringing attention to it, bullshitting in the meantime. Woody. Right? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I said. That's what I've always said. Either he bullshitting or they trying to sell the fight. Either he has no intentions of fighting him or they trying to sell the fight. It's one of those two things. So now it's looking like you would never had no intentions on fighting him because there's no way you would have to go through all this threatening to walk away and Oscar don't want the fight and all this. And then I keep hearing this. I think Virgil don't want the fight, but it's his team. Y'all didn't give Boost that courtesy. Y'all said, well, he chose to be with Eddie Hearn, so it's on him too. He chose to be with Eddie Hearn. So it's on him too. So Virgil got his team, so it's on him too. We're not gonna give him the Virgil ain't ducking, this his team. But when we were saying Eddie Hearn was bullshit, nobody wanted to hear that. It was still Boost ducking. We're not doing that. 2025, we're not doing the hypocrisy. We're not doing the double speak. We're not doing the fake call outs. We calling all of it out because the hypocrisy has already been exposed. See, before the hypocrisy got exposed, I've been telling y'all, pointing out. Y'all was tripping. And then the hypocrisy just got bust wide open. And it's just been example after example after example after example. And that's another list we need to make. What list of things was exposed this year? What has been exposed this year that we've been going back and forth about on these panels for years? What got exposed? It's a list of things. That's what I'm saying, Adarius. It is diabolical if that's what happened. Like I said, that's still up in the air. You feel me? That's still up in the air. I need something to drink. I'm trying to figure out. Pay attention. Say, I think all of them, they're not like the old days. Nobody really called nobody out. Sometimes I go back and watch Roy Jones, James Toney, those fights like that. I mean, but you know, the fans is like, oh, we like a defensive fighter. Which that shit don't even like. How are you a defensive fighter? Like do y'all realize that's an oxymoron? A defensive fighter? That's an oxymoron, bro. You're not no fucking defensive fighter. Like the more I keep saying that out loud, the more dumb it sounds to me every time I say it. Oh, he a defensive fighter. How are you a defensive fighter? But y'all know how my brain works. Y'all know how my brain works. So the biggest duck of the year to me. Nope, Gecko. I don't think Virgil a duck is his promoter. No, he a duck. He decided to be with that promoter. That's what they were saying for Boots. He decided to be with Eddie Hearn, so it's on him. So he decided to be with his team. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Not over here. Well, I'm not doing that. So what was Sweet Pea and Floyd? They had good defense. Rollo. They had good defense. Win a fight with defense. You got to throw punches and land punches. You got to fight. It just sounds dumb. When you really think about a defensive fighter, it should just sound dumb. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying people don't use it, and I'm not saying I don't understand what they're saying when they say it, but the more I think about it, it just sounds dumb. A defensive fighter. It's an oxymoron. Tank put everybody on the rehydration clause, and Devin is not a weight bully. Ooh. We was talking about that over KO channel, and it's like these people just can't admit that Devin is a weight bully. Like, I don't understand. He's not the only person that's a weight bully. And nobody is even saying he is. But when you try to mention he a weight bully, everybody went, as long as he makes the weight. Like, bruh. He a weight bully. It's okay. That's what the kids are doing nowadays. They sucking down to these little small weights so they can get some type of advantage. Now, 2 Cent, you know them niggas don't know what an oxymoron is. She say 2 cents, check your Cash App. Let me see what's going on with the Cash App. Shout out to Marshawn West with the $5 in the Cash App. She says, I'm going to join the panel. LOL, just give me some time. Shout out, Mark. And thank you for that huge support to the channel. I really, really appreciate it. One of the big supporters of the channel. Definitely glad to have you here. Definitely glad that you're enjoying the show. So, I'm going to have to go with Virgil as my biggest duck. Because this has been going on way too long. It should just be like when we in negotiations, we making the fight. I don't understand how you willing to walk away and woo, you not a slave and they not gonna make you fight nobody. How are they making you fight somebody that you said ducked you twice? Nobody's making you fight him. You already wanted to fight him. What are you talking about? Now they're making you? Like, something ain't adding up. So either you never had, if they're making you fight him now, and this is what people don't understand. If I don't care if it's Virgil want to fight, it's his team. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. Because it didn't matter if Boots wanted to fight, was Eddie Hearn with the bullshit, Boots was still a duck. So that's what we're going with. The only way you're making me fight him now is if I never had no intentions of fighting him then. Period. Want to see Errol Spence come back too, but if he don't want to come back, I'm trying to find somebody like Abdullah Mason because I'm trying to raise him into being a real fighter. I want to stand behind. Abdullah Mason is cool. He's a very aggressive fighter. I mean, if he don't get to tame that down, that might be something that gets exploited in the future. But he's only 21. He's still young, so we'll see. Abdullah Mason coming up, but definitely got my eyes on him. I need to make some videos about him. Future of food. I need to make one of them videos. But Abdullah Mason is really good. He's a good fighter, good skill set, good ring IQ. Smash the like button. How many likes we got? We got 30 people in here watching. Smash the like. So that's just my thing. Like I'm trying to get over this Virgil thing, but people keep bringing it up and talking about it. And at this point, I don't care. Like, let me know when they gonna fight. I'm not about to do he said, they want the money. Wooty woo. After all this whole long campaign about you making it about Boots ducking you, now all of a sudden you don't want to make the fight. So let me know when they announce it. I'm done with the theatrics. Cause Virgil, is you gonna fight or not? Like all this other stuff y'all doing, are you gonna fight or not? It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Somebody say Kid Austin is the biggest duck. Somebody say Tank, Duck, and Roach gotta be the biggest duck. Okay, Rollo really a Tank fan. He thinks that's the biggest duck. He really want that Tank Roach fight. Virgil is a very close second to me. Yeah, I usually come on at like 9. I hopped on early today because, man, I promise you time went by so fast on here. So I figured I'd get a little time to just chop it up. And then, everybody will roll in. I got something else. Okay, hold on. Shout out to in the super chat. With the $5, he says support. Shout out to Andre Pitts. Shout out Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate or don't celebrate. Norman Jr. ducking boots is nasty work. I don't think Norman dug boots. He dug boots? Oh, yeah. They did offer him. I just knew he wasn't about to fight boots. Like, all that was theatrics, too. Like, did y'all see Brian Norman against Devin Haney? Y'all really think he was about to fight boots? Y'all really think boots ducked him? Like, come on, man. But that wasn't really a Norman Boots thing. I mean, it was duckish, right? But I wouldn't necessarily be like that was just this big duck. It's duckish. I really don't even call a lot of things ducks, right? I know how the boxing community be, and it's a duck, that's a duck. But I really barely even call people ducks for real. Like, I rarely even really call people ducks for real. But for real, I'm legitimately calling Virgil Ortiz a duck. Like, that would probably be even the Floyd Schofield thing. We really don't know what really happened there. If he's technically lying or not. But the Virgil thing, for you to hear and act like I ain't want you offer me 2 fights and they ain't accept them, and now it's time for us to fight, and now you talk about can't nobody make you fight. That's a duck. Duck. I mean, you talking about he turned down 1.7 million for 400K. No, he turned down 1.7 million for whatever he got paid in that Devin Haney fight. That was a strategic business move they made. Come on, man. You would think he sold that belt for what, 3-4 million? versus selling it for 1.5. Come on, man, that's business. That was a business move. He wanted to sell that belt to the highest bidder. Brian Norman wasn't gonna have that belt long, y'all. Somebody was gonna beat him. He wasn't that good. He's an okay fighter. I mean, he still got some run to do, I guess. He got a lot of things he need to work on, but I mean, he could still be competitive in the 47 division. But I know he just ain't look. He ain't have, like, where was all that pop and that power? Everybody was, oh, he gonna stop Devin Haney. He gonna knock Devin Haney out. Where was all that power at that day? Everybody was telling me. Where was it? Where was it? Because I didn't see it. That's all I'm saying. So, y'all know it is ladies' night, all-woman panel. Friday night, the review show. Let's check out this video with Keyshawn Davis. I haven't watched it yet, but he was dissing Shakur, whatever they got going on. And let me say this about them real quick, about them fighting each other. Let me get my sense about that. I understand, like, you have friends and stuff in sports, right? But I'm honestly, like, are Keyshawn and Shakur in the fight each other? Like, they sounds. Anyway, they talking about, oh, he was there for me when I was in the mental hospital and making sure I go to the gym and do this and do that. And I'm like, what is cool? Shakur was your, like, cool. So wouldn't a person think that since you are my friend, even if you are my friend like that, one, I wouldn't publicize it like that, so we could hop in the ring and just do a little easy fight and get this bread. Like, I don't understand why y'all can't fight each other at all. Like, Deontay Wilder fought Malik Scott, and that's his buddy. If Deontay Wilder and Malik Scott can fight each other, Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis can fight each other. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. You're gonna come up with people. It's boxing. It ain't like it's a small sport, especially when you get to the best of the fighters. They all on teams together and Olympic teams and this and that, and they all come up together. But then y'all got this story about him being in the mental hospital and you calling him every day and all of that. Like, I don't understand what that have to do with y'all fighting each other. It's not, neither one. Deontay Wilder can clearly knock your ass out and kill you with one punch. He is very capable of doing that. And him and Malik Scott got in the ring and fought each other. And they the bestest of buddies. They probably make OnlyFans videos together. I don't know. But I'm just saying. And so, if Malik and Wilder, who definitely could definitely catch a body in the ring, how come you and Keyshawn can't get in the ring? You and Keyshawn ain't finna kill each other? Y'all are not about to kill. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all are not about to kill each other. Seriously. Am I tripping? Like, oh, they shouldn't get in the ring. Like, they friends. Like, what does that have to do with anything? I'm more competitive. My bestest friend in the whole wide world, when we was in high school playing basketball, she went to one of the schools we was rivals with. Did I set out that game? No. Don't make sense. Oh, it's boxing different. You could lose your life in the ring. Neither one of them niggas about to kill each other in the ring, bro. They're not. I'm only saying that because it's Shakur and Keyshawn. Like, y'all want Errol Spence and Jermell Charlo to fight each other. And they've been in the same camp Same trainer for how long? But y'all want them to fight each other. But you don't want Keyshawn and Shakur to fight each other because they used to call each other and encourage each other on the phone. What? Come on, man. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. I'm my 80s baby. I don't know. I don't know. You dropped the link for the ladies in the chat. They probably gonna come through later. Y'all be sure to help support the channel by hitting the Cash App $2 boxing or letting me know and dropping it below your 2 cents in a super chat below. Shout out to No More Sleepwalking. Did I read this already? With the $5 in the super chat, he says Virgil promotion and manager are a representation of him. You can't separate the two. Don't see how you could. Shout out to No More Sleepwalking. And they wasn't doing that for Boost, No More Sleepwalking. They wasn't like, oh, I think Boost want to fight, but I think it. Nah, when you was trying to say that, they were like, no, Boost decided to go over there with Eddie, so it's on him too. So we going with that logic. That's their logic. We're going to use their logic. Floyd Mayweather and Judah got in the ring together, and he was friends with the money. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. And people, and let me show y'all. Matter of fact, let me go to X real quick. First, I'm going to pull up this tweet if I can pull it up, and then we're going to look up this video with him allegedly dissing Shakur Stevenson. Like, I don't know. Man, if Tank didn't have to fight one of the 9 champs at 135 since he been a champ, then Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn get a pass. What does what Tank doing have to do with Keyshawn and Shakur, Rollo? Come on, Rollo. I need 10 more likes. Punch the like button. You here, you watching, you like it. Punch the like button. Punch the like button. Keyshawn is back with Big Bro on January 31st. I don't know, man. I'm a fan of these fighters having their own identities. Keyshawn was building his own identity. Like, he was on his way. I don't know if I did the live before the fight. I'm like, yes, after this fight, Keyshawn about to solidify himself. He going to be moving up the ladder. He going to be on his way to becoming the next big name in boxing. That's what was on the horizon for Keyshawn. He was bypassing Shakur. If he would have beat De Los Santos, especially in a good fashion, in his hometown, headlining the event, he would have been well on his way. But even with that, in my opinion, for him to come back and then sign with Jay Prince and then get on Shakur's undercard, come on, man. Y'all got to look at that for what it is. Let me see if I can find the video. And who put this? Is this an AI script where somebody put up this stupid ass edit of Keyshawn and Shakur sparring? Hold on, y'all gotta find this video so we can watch it with Keyshawn. I mean, if they don't want to fight, that's them. I'm just giving my 2 cents about the situation. I'm just like, man, let's just fight. If Malik Scott and Deontay Wilder can get in the ring and fight, and Deontay Wilder definitely has the potential to kill Malik Scott, I don't see no reason why Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson can't get in there. Did the Inouye fight already? Oh, no, that's old. I don't know what be going on with Keyshawn, but he just looks so chaotic on the inside. You just look in his eyes. He just looks so chaotic. Like, what's going on?
Fighting your blood brother. People always ask, will you ever fight Shakur? You've always been very vocal about it. You're not going to. Explain to us why he's like family and like it's like fighting your blood brother.
I mean, shit, just this weekend, him and his entire family was over my house. Like, we was playing basketball. Afterwards, they came to my crib. We eating together at the crib. Shit, we just had Lil Bro over. Big Slime, my cousin Big Slime was just sparring in my garage. I got the whole video. Like, bro, it's family. Like, it's family, bro. Like, I'm never ever fighting Shakur. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. It's not even gonna feel right.
What were some of the experiences like with you guys growing up like as young men and young teenagers in Virginia? Like, what's some of those things that shaped you to know like he's my brother, man? I could never do that.
Yeah, the moment when I was like, all right, yeah, Shakur, I genuinely actually got real love for you was when I was going through my deep depression times. Even before I was going into the mental home, I used to tell my brother a lot, but then I started like backing off from my little brother because he was my little brother. I started talking to Shakur a lot about like how I was feeling and how I was thinking and what I was doing to myself. And Shakur was just giving me advice that I really like taking and like, damn, okay, I got you and stuff like that. And then I end up going to the mental home and, you know, like he calling me in there, checking up on me and stuff like that. I get out of the mental home, he pulling up on me, making sure I'm straight, making sure I get back in the gym, making sure I continue to do what I love. So he was there for me with my worst times, bro.
Shout out to Ashley's Corner on the panel. What up, Ashley's Corner? What's going on? You on mute. Ashley, you on mute. Oh, she hopped off. I guess she probably got to come back. So, did y'all see that? Do I need to play it again? So you telling me y'all can't fight each other because he gave you some words of encouragement when you was depressed? Oh, shout out to Rollo Green with the $4.99 in the super chat. He say y'all got a problem with keeping the same energy. Shout out Rollo Green. Rollo, we not even on the same frequency right now. You talking about Tank and we talking about Keyshawn and Shakur. How we not keeping the same energy? You the one with the energy off, not us. Shout out to Mr. Greg with the $10 in the super chat. He says 2 cents. This is just for the great effort you put into building your network of shows. Shout out Mr. Greg. Thank you to everybody supporting the channel tonight. Listen, do y'all need me to run it back? Put a 1 in the chat. If you got a bunch of people just hopped in here, put a 1 in the chat if you need me to run it back. Punch the like button if you just stepped in the building. Punch that like and subscribe button. Jason Williams in the building. He say 1. We got Opulent TV in the building. What's going on? Aircraft Carrier. What is up? Mr. Fist in the building. What's up, Mr. Fist? I need 10 more likes. I need 10 more likes. We had 33 likes. If you just stepped in, punch that like and subscribe button. If you just stepped in, we are currently talking about Keyshawn and Shakur Stevenson. And people are like, why they care if we're going to fight each other? I mean, I think it's a good topic of conversation. I don't care if they fight each other or not. If they fight, they fight. If they don't, they don't. I'm just saying, 1, if y'all aren't going to fight each other and y'all are both planning on being champions in the division, why are y'all in the same division? What's up, Richie Clark? Why are y'all in the same division? Charlo and Errol Spence wasn't in the same division. And even they said they would be willing to fight each other. And they literally was in the same camp, had the same trainers and everything. I mean, I don't know if they was sitting on the phone talking to each other, giving each other, falling in love and giving each other words of encouragement. I don't know if they was doing that, but they would have been willing to fight each other. Shout out to Ashley's Corner on the panel.
Hey, 2 cents, you hear me?
Yeah, what up, Ashley? What's your 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Man, my bad. I couldn't hear nothing when I first got on here and it kicked me off ASAP.
Oh, it
But
kicked you off? Okay.
yeah, salute to you. I appreciate the All Women's podcast, man. I be catching your replays as I be sleeping when you go live. I just
Okay.
got here. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know what your topic is. I
Oh,
just
okay.
got here. I hit the button and then I couldn't hear nothing right after I hit the button.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna replay it. But what we talking about is well, what's your 2 cents about Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson fighting each other? Like, and this is under the premise that they're gonna be in the same weight class and they both plan on being champions.
I think that whole I think a lot about it and ain't none of it positive for real for real. I think Shakur is being strategic around just it just seems like the whole friendship is straight up just for Shakur Stevenson's benefit, not really Keyshawn's. I think because Keyshawn signed to Jay Prince, and it seems like Jay Prince and Shakur is like father and son. Like whatever moves that Keyshawn is probably ever going to try to make, if he don't want Shakur to know, he will, because that's his guy. You feel me? Even though he signed to him, that's now. Them not fighting each other is whack. And I didn't hear everything that Shakur said, uh, but I did hear something about along the lines of him saying that they can hurt each other if they fight
Well,
each other.
let me play this for you, Ashley, real quick. This is gonna answer a lot of questions. And this is what
Okay.
I said before I play this. I said if Malik Scott and Deontay Wilder can fight each other, when Deontay Wilder clearly can kill your ass in there, then Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn can fight each other. But let's see what Keyshawn has to say.
People always ask, will you ever fight Shakur? You've always been very like vocal about it. You're not going to. Explain to us why he's like family and like it's like fighting your blood brother.
I mean, shit, just this weekend, him and his entire family was over my house. Like, we was playing basketball. Afterwards, they came to my crib. We eating together at the crib. Shit, we just had Lil Bro over. Big Slime, my cousin Big Slime was just sparring in my garage. I got the whole video. Like, bro, it's family. Like, it's family, bro. Like, I'm never ever fighting Shakur. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. It's not even gonna feel right.
What were some of the experiences like with you guys growing up like as young men and young teenagers in Virginia? Like, what's some of those things that shaped you to know like he's my brother, man? I could never do that.
Yeah, the moment when I was like, all right, yeah, Shakur, I genuinely actually got real love for you was when I was going through my deep depression times. Even before I was going into the mental home, I used to tell my brother a lot, but then I started like backing off from my little brother because he was my little brother. I started talking to Shakur a lot about like how I was feeling and how I was thinking and what I was doing to myself. And Shakur was just giving me advice that I really like taking and like, damn, okay, I got you and stuff like that. And then I end up going to the mental home and, you know, like he calling me in there, checking up on me and stuff like that. I get out of the mental home, he pulling up on me, making sure I'm straight, making sure I get back in the gym, making sure I continue to do what I love. So he was there for me with my worst times, bro.
Not good enough.
So because he helped you,
Not
was
good
there when
enough,
you was
Pimpin'.
depressed and
Yeah,
called you and gave
you
you
know what
words
I
of
like doing,
encouragement.
2 cents, and this is so perfect for ladies' night. I love putting women in the place of men when it comes to bromance. Have you ever did that? I love doing it. I
What do you
love
mean
doing
exactly? Please do tell. Expound on that.
it. I love doing it. Okay, so a picture of Shakur was some chick he used to talk to, but you know, y'all. Let's picture it wasn't a dude. It wasn't no bromance, and it was a woman. Man, how many times, like, y'all really acting like a fight is gonna break up y'all friend. I would never do that. I would never go in the ring and fight this man. But in real reality, y'all motherfuckers would step out on your girl though. So what's the difference? What's the big difference? And your swear up and down is not that serious. It was just a mistake. So I mean, what are we really talking about here? I understand what he's saying, but so the hell what, bruh?
But it's like,
What, bro? I know men that did the world for their actual brother, and they fought each other to death. And they were still friends that night. So what
it's
are we
even
talking
more
about?
intense when you fighting a friend, or to me, because look, I've been an athlete my whole life. I've been an elite athlete damn near my whole life. It's more competitive when you competing against a friend,
Yeah,
like somebody you practice with,
and they
or
know
something.
that.
You know what I'm saying? And so I don't understand why y'all can fight. And it's like the whole we could hurt each other in the ring. Like who y'all been hurting in the ring?
Who's hurt? Who said that for real? It was only Shakur that said that they can hurt each other. Do you have the clip or whatever he said?
All I have is this clip of Keyshawn. If anybody got a clip of Shakur saying anything, let me know. Let me know and drop it below in the chat so I can pull it up, because that's the clip I just came across that today.
Okay, so Shakur did say something about him. Yeah, he's the one that said that they can hurt each other or some shit like that. He said that he can mess around and punch him in the back of his head, and he can not go home to his family, and it will really mess him up. Like, yeah, I agree with you. And
That's anybody you fight, Shakur.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, but that's everybody should just honestly see it for what it is. Like, Shakur never maimed nobody in the ring ever. You've never maimed anybody or sent nobody to the
He ain't
hospital.
even knocking nobody out.
He never sent nobody to the hospital for him to even say that he's going to hit Keyshawn in the back of the head and send him to the damn ER, and he'll never make it home to his family or some motherfucking crazy shit. For real, because to be honest, it's like, yo, you making it sound like Keyshawn got the worst defense, sloppy ass defense. You gonna mess around and send him to the hospital forever. Like, really, what are we talking about here?
Okay, a shot at Keyshawn though.
Yeah, it sounds like a shot. Sounds like a shot at Keyshawn for you to even say that shit. For you even to say that you're the one that's going. Okay, so how come in the scenario you're not the one that's going to the hospital? Everything's disrespectful.
How come Keyshawn ain't saying that? He not saying nothing about hurting you. He talking about how he feel about you emotionally is why he can't fight you. Because
for real. As far for real, Shakur's defense Shakur's style is the type of style to hoodwink anybody during the fight. You go in there and halfway spar anybody. You and Keyshawn can come up with a way to get a draw definitively.
That's what I'm saying. If that's your buddy, why wouldn't y'all just go make that payday real quick? Why wouldn't you go do that?
Yeah, they talk. Yeah, it's because what they know, somebody's gotta be the victor, and it just like you said, it's probably going to come out. They're going to be really competitive towards each other. They're not going to sit there and want to stare at each other during the fight. But at the same time, you can't sell us something like I heard he said that he wanted a crazy amount for it. That's just basically saying he don't want to fight. Yeah, that's just basically saying he don't want to fight. But at the end of the day, if this is how they feel, we're never going to get the fight. Like, you just might as well chalk that up. That's just not going to happen.
But you know what? Actually, this is the thing, though. I feel like they was already kind of prepping this. Like, nobody was even really kind of asking for y'all to fight. Y'all just was like, we ain't never fight each other. And it's like, damn, like, where they come from? Like, y'all already just trying to put it in the atmosphere. But my thing is, why are y'all in the same division then? That's what's weird about it. Earl and Jermell wasn't in the same division.
Yeah, and it's like he moved out of the division, and then here comes Shakur taking the food off his plate. It's weird. The whole friendship and the way he's moving with Keyshawn, with the quotations around it, friendship it's weird.
It's giving like 48 laws of power type shit. But
yeah,
what I was gonna say is, like, What do you think about this? Because I was saying before the De Los Santos fight, in my opinion, Keyshawn was his trajectory was bypassing Shakur Stevenson. And I felt like if he would have won that De Los Santos fight, he would have been well on his way and he would have separated himself from that, in my opinion. Right?
Yes. I definitely agree.
And he was like on his way to like being a big name. I was like, yes, okay, Shakur gonna get this. He gonna be a bigger name. He gonna be start getting mentioned all the time. But now it's like you just like put yourself like you're losing your identity because you putting yourself behind Shakur, and now you're fighting on his undercard. So your trajectory, like he just like pulled like a kite. He just pulled you right back down.
Who's fighting on who undercard? Keyshawn fighting on Shakur and
Keyshawn and Jermaine Ortiz is supposed to be the co-main event to Shakur Stevenson and Tio.
Yo, my last live on, I think it was Saturday. Yo, I don't know how I got through that live. I was coughing through my live. I was end up sick. I was in the bed for 3 days straight. Sucked. I didn't even get to do Christmas for real, but I made sure my daughter got hers and went to my mom's house where everybody was. But anyway, Saturday, I said
there's some kind of flu going around because I had that flu
Sunday.
for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, man,
that was my birthday. I was sick on my birthday. Yeah, I was sore, like coughing, headache, like what the
headache.
And then chills and fever, and then like it just come out of nowhere.
That's exactly what I had. I had it for 3 days straight. I'm just getting better today.
Yep.
So I haven't even been online for real. I've just been sleeping.
Yeah, you gotta rest.
I never even seen what you just showed me though, the clip with Keyshawn. But yeah, I agree 1,000%. I was saying on the live that it looked like he was already about to surpass Shakur. And anyway, and honestly, man, I've been in this situation. You feel me? So I can see it. Yeah. Shakur, it seemed like he peaked out and then he was starting to dwindle. People, you can say it about his style or boxing ability, but you can tell when it comes to his showing, the entertainment value of him, because he used to be fighting main event at his hometown, getting good numbers there. That stopped happening. Like he's on undercards, he fight on Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? The names ain't there like it used. Like it's
Saudi
not. It's
Arabia.
just not the same. Exactly. So he is dwindling. And at the same time, Keyshawn had 2 fights at home. Well, and he only participated in one of them. The man did what he did. That's unheard of. Him missing weight, messing up the money. His brother losing. Him going in the back trying to fight the brother, getting semi-suspended or whatever you call it, and then coming back with, and he's still that guy, it seems like Shakur had to do something. It seems like Shakur wasn't not going to let him come back and try to fight Tio without him trying to do that and take it from him. Like I see it for exactly the same way you do. He was where he was and he dwindled, and while he was dwindling, he seen his friend. He caught eye to eye to Keyshawn on when he was going down and Keyshawn was going up. When Keyshawn made that mistake and missed weight and did what he did with Albright, that gave Shakur Stevenson the wiggle room to take Tio off his plate.
Oh, you think that's what happened? Because but why Keyshawn ain't saying nothing though?
I think Keyshawn's gonna figure out the way to I think he's gonna say and do small things here and there the same way Shakur is. Because him saying, I heard somebody said that he said that right after he went right behind Shakur Stevenson and said that he'll fight Devin Haney without a weight clause. So and I remember that interview that Shakur had. Keyshawn was sitting on the couch. You could see it from the camera. So he heard him say that he'll take Devin Haney with a clause, and then right after that he said he'll take him without one. So if he gonna keep doing stuff like that.
Keyshawn, I'm about to play this other video with Keyshawn I got because This is the all women's panel, actually, but this is the review show. So we like review videos, like that clip I just showed.
Go do your thing. It's your show.
So let me share my screen real quick. Not that one. All right. Let's see what else. I haven't seen this. And listen, I'm telling y'all, Keyshawn is not right in the head, y'all. Like he looks so chaotic. Look at his eyes. He just looks so chaotic. Like he just, I don't know. He just need to relax.
Told you. We're like, we need some lights in here. The businessman is back in action. The businessman is back in action. They just released the news. Wonderful news. Groundbreaking news. Christmas Day news. They just released the news. I told y'all I was gonna be back and better, right? I told y'all that, right?
My question is like, he didn't know he was about to be fighting Jermaine Ortiz or what? Because he act like it's a surprise to him.
I told y'all that, right? Didn't I tell y'all that? Like a motherfucking diesel Oopa Looper. Like a motherfucking diesel Oopa Looper. Don't fuck with him. He's back. On the backhand side of the aisle. He's back. He's back. He's back. Back in battle. On the turkey card. Hello. We went from ESPN to Turkey. We went from ESPN to Turkey. Hello.
That's a flag.
Back in better. Back in motherfucking better. Jermaine Ortiz. Now look. I see all that arguing and fiddle-faddling y'all was doing on Twitter the other day. It was so hard for me to keep my cool and shut up. I've been knew I was fighting you, but I just had to shut up. I could not say nothing because I ain't want nobody fucking this moment up right here for me. It's official. They released it. They can't fuck it up. It's official. It's official. I am back. January 31st. January 31st, the businessman is back. And that's all that matters. Call my mama for me. Look. Look how beautiful it is. Come on, man, look. Watch this. I'm so lit right now, it's 30 degrees, I can't get sick. I'm in shape.
Did this nigga say he in 30 degrees?
Yeah, he did. Sweat like a motherfucker. He did say that.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, he sized like he hit the lottery. He's sized. For Jermaine Ortiz, to be real, I ain't even know he still fought. Facts. I really didn't.
You didn't know Jermaine Ortiz?
And then Jermaine
Hey, he beat
Ortiz
Tio,
had a fight
Tio
recently, and I was
fight?
like, oh, there he is. Oh, there he is. Huh?
How did he look?
I didn't see it. I just know he had a fight recently. Like, what, a couple months ago or something? But I didn't know that, like, what card did he fight on?
Who, Jermaine Ortiz?
Like, where did he fight? I have no idea.
The last time I seen Jermaine Ortiz fight,
I
think it might have been Tio.
Ortiz ain't nobody special to me. He really ain't. I was shocked when I heard what's this Richardson Hitchens was.
You going in and out, Ashley.
Was fighting them for real.
Ashley, can you hear me?
Richardson Hitchens
Ashley
need better. And Hitchens need. That was years. I can hear you.
Oh, you going in and out.
All right.
You'll go back out and come back in. You was going in and out. All right.
Man, look. Watch this. I got something to tell y'all. Watch. The day we had that big. Hold on. How you do this? I got something to do. Hold on. Oh, this is how you do it. Yeah. This is how you do it. Oh. I'm back. Damn. Oh, y'all need to come big me. Ortiz gonna be a good fight. Jermaine, shouts to for taking, because I ain't that. Tell you to fight and stepping and on the car. Taking the fight. You know, a lot of guts on these turkeys. You never.
Hey, is it playing for y'all or is it going in and out? Hold on, y'all. I gotta do something with my signal. Hold on, y'all. Let me switch my signal right quick.
On these turkeys. I appreciate you for giving me a bro. It takes so. Give me a.
Yo, does that keep going in and out for y'all? Can anybody hear me?
Hello, I can hear you.
I can hear you, Ashley. We got Juke on the panel. What's going on, Juke?
Hey, how y'all doing, ladies?
What up, Juke?
What's good?
What's good? 2 Cent. What's good, Miss Ash's Corner? Yeah, I'm just listening to this. I mean, I'm happy to see Keyshawn back, but I'm like, why is he sweating in the video? Like, I don't know why I noticed that. Like, why is he sweating in the video? And like, I mean, maybe I know Keyshawn's a little bit extra.
He on the spectrum, bro. He on the spectrum.
I like Keyshawn's a fighter. I think he's a little theatrical, but like he is sweating, and I'm like, but didn't you say it was stuff like is a heat on? Like I don't know what's going on. But anyway, congratulations on the fight. I'm happy he's here. I'm happy he's back. But I'm hearing that this fight's gonna be at 147 and not 140.
Oh, is that what's going on?
I thought somebody said that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I thought they said 140.
Big, broad shoulder ass show. He always big and.
Because I remember they were saying he called out Devin Haney at 47. And then
okay, maybe that's what it is. Maybe this is at 1. Because wasn't Ortiz still at 140, right? Jermaine Ortiz still at 140, right?
Yes.
Okay, this should be at 140 then. Okay, cool.
But he could have moved up.
I would, if he is, I would just ask, why is everybody jumping up? Like, I mean, which is fine. But like, why? Like, you didn't even fight, and he looks in shape. You know, he's
the 47 division is pretty much wide open. You could say.
Yeah, that's true. But I think, but like 140 has so much good potential, and it's irritating me that we're not seeing more, fights at that division. Because like 140 at one time had the makings to be something like a 154, but now people like, I don't know, they bypass.
They still there. You still got the Pueyos, Matias, Gary, who else is there at 40? There's some other people there.
Yeah, we still got Hitchens. So of course T.O. Hitchens, Gary, Jermaine Ortiz, if he's still there.
Oh, Frank Martin there now.
Oh yeah, Frank. Oh right, we got so many good potential matchups. Is someone else there? Who? Because I feel like we missing a champion.
We're not missing a champion, but that the Vargas brother moved up to 140, the good one.
Oh really? Okay.
Hey, he at 140 now. Oh, 40 division gonna be high.
Oh, Subriel. We forgetting Subriel.
Yeah, Subriel. That's why Devin ducked out that 140 division. He wasn't about to do all that.
Yeah, we got Isak Cruz, Subriel. You got some good.
You got Pitbull at 40.
Yeah, you got some good smoke up there. I still think Sandor Martin is pretty good. I know he taking a loss or two. Duarte is at 140.
Yeah, Duarte's good.
Duarte, okay, that man's back looked like a turtle. I went and saw him fight in person when he fought what's his name? God dog.
Jojo Diaz.
No, it was JoJo versus, it was the same card with JoJo versus Regis, and then Duarte fought it's driving me crazy. I'm seeing the brother's face in my mind, but he's from Chicago. He's a pure boxer. Anyway, Duarte beat him.
They called out Shakur at ringside. Kenny Sims.
No, he's not Latino. It's driving me crazy. It's gonna come to me.
He said Kenny Sims.
Kenny Sims. Yeah. He fought. I saw Duarte versus Kenny Sims in person. And I was just noticing like how like Duarte's back is like crazy. Like he's so muscular. Anyway, he's at that division, so I would just like to see, just a little bit more, more fights. Puello still there. I just thought like, I guess I don't mind people. I would want for people to stay at 140. At least Keyshawn, I think that'd be great. I always want to see Keyshawn versus Frank Martin still. So I don't know, but yeah, hopefully I'm wrong about that. Keyshawn is staying at 140.
Well, we was talking about me and Ashley. We was just really talking about. I had brought it up that Keyshawn was on a trajectory to really bypass Shakur Stevenson. Like after that De Los Santos fight, like he would have been, in my opinion, like a bigger name, like quote in quotation marks, than Shakur Stevenson, because he would have been like peak, like coming up to the peak of his rise. And I just think it's strange now that after he missed the weight and did all the extra shit, started the fight, he went to go sign with Jay Prince, and now he on Shakur's undercard. And it's just like, I don't like when these fighters keep giving away their identity, I feel like. Because now it's like, oh, me and Shakur friends, and I'll never fight Shakur, and I fell in love with him, and we became buddies, and he called me and gave me words of encouragement, so I'll never fight him, and all this stuff they got going on. And it's like, Keyshawn, you was like Shakur was your competition. Like now you make him your buddy, and now you fight on his undercard, and y'all sign with the same people and all this other stuff. We'll see how it plays out for Shakur, but if we're both signed to Jay Prince, like, is Jay Prince gonna like push me more than he pushed Shakur? Like, will that turn into a thing?
Yeah.
No, you have you're right. So again, I'm a fan of both. I like Shakur and Keyshawn. I see what you're saying, and you're right. I think because is he gonna push both at the same time? And to me, normally you would like to see that, but what tends to happen is that someone gets prioritized. And that is a problem. And I just feel like he did kind of, he did. He was like, his name was popping. He was could potentially get a tank fight. They gave him an opportunity to headline. He kind of blew that. But even like the other cards he was on, he was like, his performances were doing well. He was getting a buzz. And now it's like you move. And sometimes, like I said, that extra money ain't worth it in the long haul, right? Sometimes you got to invest in yourself. And as they say, get greater later. It's more money later. So now it's like they did swap, right? Now Shakur did, and maybe that's the thing when you go over to that side, with Turkey and stuff. Like you got to start off on the undercard or something, because now Shakur is on the main event. But it do seem like he took a step back. And I understand the friendship thing, but I'm sorry, you never prioritize the friendship over you have your own family, you got kids, you got to look out for you. And what is bothering me about this whole friendship thing, and I get Shakur got friends and all that, but like this is not a team sport. And it's like it seems like there's just too much like clicking up and stuff. And it's like that, and it's gonna prevent us from seeing a lot of good matches. It's gonna I don't know. It's like it's too much. It makes it even more political than it already is. We already say that policies is kind of ruining everything. And so, yeah, it's like you go ahead and say, okay, I know I was doing this, doing that, and now you're on the undercard, which I understand you messed up. You didn't get that one fight, but I still understand why you are not on your own card. And I'm assuming he's no longer with Top Rank because with Top Rank you would have been a priority. Maybe I understand Top Rank network situation might be the problem. Although I don't have a problem with the Tubi situation because a lot of people got Tubi. That's more eyes, but whatever. Yeah, I don't like this for Keyshawn. It's great for Shakur.
I think he's probably about to get a turkey bag, maybe, because that's why I'm like, is that got to be why he is excited to fight Jermaine Ortiz?
I mean, I think Jermaine Ortiz is a good fighter. I think he's a good fighter. I don't have a problem with the fight. And it's not like him versus Jermaine Ortiz. If it was a top ranked fight, it could absolutely be its own headliner, right? If it's for free, whatever. No, this is a pay-per-view, so I get it. But it's like you kind of letting Shakur little dog you, and like you were neck and neck, and now it's like, yeah, I mean, and I love Shakur, but he does have to kind of be careful. I mean, Shakur is slick as a salamander. He is. And not just in the ring either, right?
Aircraft carrier, there is nobody at PBC that be clicked up, bro. Who be clicked up at PBC?
I think people just say things because
you ain't never heard not one person at PBC say they not gonna fight somebody because they brothers.
You know what's so funny?
You ain't never heard no soft ass shit like that come out no PBC fighter mouth.
You absolutely haven't, because Errol and Jamel have been said there to fight each other. Hey, shoot, the dang old Charlo brothers be ready to fight for free all each other.
And Malik Scott and Deontay Wilder fought each other, and they be
Tank fought Lamont. They were friends, and they knew each other way longer than Shakur. Like that's the facts. Like aircraft carrier just says stuff that don't make no sense. He will literally be like, "Snow is hot." Like he just will say things, and that's why like I try to be cool with him. But my God, like why are you that stupid? Like for real, I don't like have some respect for yourself. Anyway, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but God, dog. PBC started that. What? Remember? Matter of fact, didn't Tim Bradley the one who said that they don't cross the street? He's the one who started the crossing the street thing. What are you talking about? How can PBC start something without a younger company? What are you talking about? Like
he just trolling, Drew. You ain't got to cook him.
Yeah. Anyway, like please hush. But
so the Teofimo Shakur card is gonna be Teofimo Shakur, Keyshawn versus Jermaine Ortiz, Bruce Carrington versus Carlos Castro, Carlos Adames versus Austin Williams, Jarrell Miller versus Kingsley Abaya. Is that the heavyweight Jarrell Miller? Ziad Adaluf and Kevin Castillo. That's the undercard.
Okay. Well, I mean, the co-main is great. I like the co-main. I like Jermaine Ortiz.
That's a good.
I like that. Carlos Adames versus who was it again?
Ammo Williams. Yo, he gonna get knocked out.
I promise. I'm about to say that. Okay, that's two names, but unless Ammo has improved drastically since the last time I saw him, I don't think I don't like that fight for him.
Ammo defense ain't good enough. He mess around and get knocked out by the champ. I'm
Yep.
sure he even got that fight for real, yo. They be putting him in some fights, man.
But you know,
to these sharks.
It's like, but I think really what I think what Turkey has proven, in my opinion, is that just because you put names on a card, it don't make it one like an entertaining or a good fight. Just because it's like two names, if it's not like you still got to kind of matchmake. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just put two names together. Like, do y'all feel like that's a mismatch fight, or it's pretty even?
That's a mismatch. Like it's a couple of mismatches on the card for real. I want to talk about the main event though. I want real quick, because we just was talking about Shakur not dwindling a little bit and saying that he about to get surpassed, so he's taking his Teal fight, which is a good move. It's a good fight. Don't get me wrong, but we're talking about Teal here. Like when a lot of people look at the fight, it's more people say that this is a Shakur fight than a Teal fight, but it's like. It's Teal. Teal is somebody that barely mains event himself. He don't sell out anyway. Like so, exactly. Like this isn't a fighter that when Shakur beat him, it should make him a bigger star or a bigger name. That's not going to happen at all. Teal was just a regular fighter with a name.
Ashley, they said he gonna be the face of boxing if he beats Teal.
Yo, for real, yo. Let me tell you like this, Queen. Shakur been saying stuff like that for like 4-5 years. Shakur's been saying I should get crowned this and that and the third for beating fighters for years. I can bring it all the way back to when he fought Oscar Valdez. He said he deserved to be top 5 pound for pound after he beat Oscar Valdez, bro. And he said that after he fought Oscar Valdez in the ring where everybody's still watching with the mic in his face, he said, I feel like I beat the whole team. I feel like I beat Canelo Alvarez and Eddie. He said that. He really said that. Like, this is he gives himself the moon and the stars every time he beat anybody. So I already know. He said, I'm not even surprised that he said this about T.O., but T.O. ain't nobody special. Like, T.O. had to retire because he said he wasn't getting paid enough money. Like, with T.O. was the person that when he was the champion, okay, with 3 belts or whatever, and he fought Kambosos, they had to delay that fight damn near a year. They delayed the fight 4 times and then changed the venue to a smaller venue because it wasn't selling. Like,
this is the thing about T.O. And they're trying to say, Ashley, and I've been arguing this point. Oh, well, T.O. is the best at the 140-pound division. And I'm like, how is T.O. the best at 140? How is he the best? Oh, well, he's the quote unquote lineal champion. And I'm like, I don't care about this.
Nobody, I don't care about that. That's the ugliest so ugly.
I'm like, he ain't fought none of those people we mentioned. He ain't fought Sabril Matias. He ain't fought Gary. He ain't fought Puello. He ain't fought none of those people. How was he the best at 140-pound division? And then you want to be like, oh, well, if Shakur Stevenson beat him, then that means Shakur the best at 140. And I'm just saying, for 2026, we're not doing that, y'all.
Yeah,
we're not doing that.
What's the fact? What's the fact for T.O.? He's ducked the most names at 140.
Exactly.
That's a
and
fact.
Nobody say now he's the
biggest
best
ducker that's going to be on Shakur's resume. He's the
but
biggest
now he's
ducker.
the best. But now he's the best, Ashley.
Yeah, I have no problem saying that, like, T.O. Because he was never undisputed at 140, but he was lineal, right? Because he beat Josh Taylor, and I was okay. But that was a while ago, and there's a whole nother 140 now. There's a whole nother 140. So yeah, being lineal of like the kind of the old, like that year or two ago, like there was a time where Josh Taylor was the best at 140. But since Josh Taylor got rid of those belts, we've seen everybody else get these titles. We've seen some pretty good fighters. And Josh Taylor was good. Do I think Josh Taylor would beat all these champions today? I don't know, because Josh Taylor was another person who I personally felt, I thought he was a good fighter, but I thought, and even his old coach said it, one of the things that benefited him was the size difference, but after a while that weight cutting, added up, and that's why he didn't move up. But anyway, I don't know if he is better than he's the most accomplished. Can I say that he's better than Matias or Hitchens? No, I don't know. We have to see that. And I think that's the whole purpose. Like, if we're just gonna say who's the best, now there's sometimes we can go by like an eye test and say who we think is better, but you never know until you prove in the ring, which is the whole point. So yeah, I'm perfectly fine with someone saying like T.O. is not the best, because yeah, it's a whole new. We have 4 champions. They ain't fought each other yet. We don't know. We don't know if one of these ranked number 1, number 2 guys is the best. Because I'm sorry, that Sandor Martin fight was kind of iffy.
And Devin ducked Sandor Martin. So Sandor Martin got something up there. Like, I don't know what's up with Sandor.
Yeah, Sandor, I think he's a tricky style. I think it's just his style. But yeah, so it doesn't mean that like you're the best of this current, because I know people are like, oh, he's lineal. Yeah, got it. So that's one fine. But at a time when these champions weren't there, you didn't prove against these guys, and that's why. I don't know. I feel like people just want to claim people the best before you even see certain fights, and we can assume or go by the eye test. Like, there are certain divisions that are absolutely trash, made by one good person, and we most part can kind of like agree, okay, yeah, right. But I think it's some pretty good fights and different style matchups. Again, I think that's a big thing that people miss out on.
It's a plethora of different styles.
Yeah, like there are styles that I don't know if I've seen T.O. fight.
You know what? And after I seen Sandor Martin fight, what's his name? Puello? Yeah, that he gained some respect after I seen that fight, yo. He's a wild card at 140, for real. Tricky little style and everything. Got
Who
a
you talking about?
chin.
Who's
Oh
Tricky?
my goodness. I didn't even know he had a chin like that. Dude got a chin.
Who's talking about?
Sandor Martin.
Sandor Martin. Oh yeah,
Sandor
yeah.
Martin.
Yeah, Sandor. I like Sandor. I like 140. I think 140 is like it can be such a good.
They gotta mix it up though, man.
Yeah,
like,
Gary Antoine, will T.O. No, T.O.'s a counterpuncher, so he might like a style like Gary.
They not even whispering Gary Antoine name. You even forget about Gary Antoine. They don't know nobody say nothing about that man.
Yo,
Right.
it's like a line drawn in the division, and I don't like it. Gary and Super Matias is on one side of it, and a couple of other names. But
Yeah, it's like no one.
everybody else
I
on
don't
the
hear the
other
mention of
side.
names. I promise
Don't
you.
like
I don't. That's true. I don't hear it.
And I think a lot of people, and I'm glad Frank Martin is hunting people right now at 140, because they're not going to want to fight him either. But it seems like they're going to want him to be on the side with the bad guys and get those fights. Nah, I want Frank Martin to get the fights that he was supposed to get at 135. I want to see that Keyshawn and Shakur fight versus Frank Martin. Bring that on. If y'all gonna fight at 140, that's what I want to see.
I really like Frank Martin at 140, but I just feel like, cause think about it, Frank Martin probably end up fighting Gary. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't think Frank Martin will ever really get the opportunity to develop how he needs to, because he'll probably always be taking very competitive fights. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're strategically trying to build him, because he's gonna have to. Like, who else he gonna fight? It's not like he just got no whole bunch of money behind him like that. But maybe we'll see. But I'm just thinking, like, damn, who Frank Martin gonna fight next? It's probably gonna be a tough fight. A Gary or a Pitbull, or you know what I'm saying? Somebody like that. Who knows?
Yeah, I could. Oh yeah, and I. Oh my God! Please, PBC, please make. I think Gary and Frank Martin will be such a fun.
He's not ready for that fight though.
I'm not saying he's ready for it. I don't know, but I ain't saying like next, but just a style matchup. I like that style matchup.
That's how PBC gonna do it though.
Since Richardson Hitchens isn't fighting Jermaine Ortiz anymore, who you think he's gonna fight at 140? Because he said it's coming up very soon.
You think he'll fight Frank Martin?
I don't know. I
think Frank Martin to stop Richardson Hitchens.
I like that fight.
I like that fight too. I like that fight too.
I like that fight because the last time Frank fought someone, remember he fought Rivera, a pure boxer. And everybody was like, "What's a 50-50 fight?" He did really well. He outboxed him. So I don't think Martin. I don't think what the guy he fought is good as Hitchens. So, but I think that he kind of has some experience going into that fight that will help him with Hitchens. I think that would be a great fight, actually.
Get Prograis the fuck out of boxing.
Man, Prograis need to sit.
I shouldn't even say that like that, but he shouldn't fight no more. All right, ever since JoJo did him, I was so shocked at how many times he got his knee was juicy as hell in that fight.
That's the fight. I was there at that fight. Now I will say JoJo was cut up something terrible. It was like I used to always say, I mean the first 2 rows of the fight. I do not. It was disgusting. It was just he was bloody because he got cut. Anyway, it was a good fight, but yeah, Regis got hurt so many times in that fight. It was scary. Like, I was nervous. I'm like, and I know JoJo got a low pop, but I'm like, you getting hurt by JoJo? I don't know, bro.
Hey, what you mean? JoJo wobbled Devin.
He did wobble Devin. No, JoJo can fight. JoJo can fight. Is he like I think he's A level or B level. I think he's like a C plus B minus. I think he's good.
Yeah.
Well, he shouldn't. Yeah, but like when I saw that with Regis, but no, he was like Regis was even worse hurt. And I think the problem is that Regis, there was a time when Regis is a good fighter. He was a good fighter. But we gotta remember, like, I think this is
Regis is that he had that wait too long.
Yes, and the problem with Regis is that he's one of those people who he has a limit to how much, because Regis is, even for 140, Regis is small. Regis is a little dude. So he can go up to 147, but he's gonna have a huge disadvantage because he's just a little guy. But as you get older, cutting that weight is gonna become more complicated. But I just think also people forget, like, Regis, yes. I remember, like, back when it was like, okay, Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, and Regis, yes, like we got some good fights between them, right? Okay, it was a pretty decent 140 division at the time. I actually think this 140 division now might be better. It actually is better.
Better.
It is better. It's 140 is better, right? But the thing is that they were kind of fresh then. But you gotta remember, like Regis had some battles. That fight with Taylor was a battle, and then people forget a fight that everybody keep forgetting that Regis had. Remember, okay, not William Zepeda. Remember Jose Zepeda?
Mm-hmm.
No, was it Jose Zepeda that he fought and went? It was like he fought him in New Orleans, and that was a brutal fight. Like they were beating the crap out of each other. Regis has had some brutal. He's been through some things, so I get that. Like, oh, y'all discount. That's 2021, 2022 Regis. That's not him no more. Like it. I don't know what y'all. No, it's 2020. When did he fight?
But we noticed that when he fought, who was that? Zerto? Who was that he fought before he fought Devin Haney?
Yeah.
You knew then Zorilla. Yeah, that's his name, Zorilla. You knew then he was done. Like he was done.
Yeah, when he fought Zepeda in 2020, I think a lot of people, because I think the reason why that fight gets overlooked, it was on this small little app at the time, and you had to like go through all kind of rigmarole to watch the fight. That fight, they beat a lot out of each other, and I think ever since then, that's why right when he went to the Zorilla fight the next year, he looked different. That's Zepeda, I think, between Zepeda and Taylor.
And it's those weight cuts, Juke. That has a lot to do with it too.
Right. Like I get it. Like I don't think anybody's discounting Regis. It's just that we talking about pre-2022 Regis, yeah. Post 2022 Regis, no.
I can't even you trolling whoever put that in the chat. Talking about some Regis. Regis is I thought Regis was going to MMA.
That would be the worst thing he do is go to MMA. The boy don't got no feet. Little banana toes cannot go to no damn MMA.
Banana toes.
Yeah, he be slipping and sliding everywhere. Let me find. He take off the grip that he have on them shoes. You take off shoes. Put them in there. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to say this. I'm looking at this. You silly. What? We talking about Regis, right? And you see how I ran down his resume because I saw his fights because I was a Regis fan. I literally just saw him fight in person this year. And why are people in the comments talking about Tank? What does got to do with him? I don't understand.
They can't help it.
I was a Regis fan. I wanted him to beat Josh Taylor.
Oh, they said Tank.
I got it. Like it's crazy. What do you mean? Y'all hate on him? I didn't make him get beat up real bad in that Taylor and Zepeda fight. They ain't got nothing to do with Tank.
Hey, that bare knuckle ain't for the weak. I just bare knuckle fighting ain't just something like you should be volunteering yourself to do. Like you should be bare knuckle fighting. You need to protect yourself.
Once I saw that bare knuckle fight with that woman, I saw some woman in a bare knuckle fight, and afterwards she was unrecognizable. Ugh. I don't think that should be legal. That's too long to fight with no hand gear. I think that's.
Regis actually said he gonna try bare knuckle. Regis just chatting.
Please no, Regis, please, for the love of God, please, baby, just
too light skin for that.
That's just God. I mean, I think a boxer might have a advantage in bare knuckle because
y'all just seen what happened to Paulie.
Regis' arms are too short,
Yeah, he's so little, right? Regis is little. Regis
got no reach. That's why Devin Haney was tagging the shit out of his ass. He ain't got no reach.
Regis' arms are shorter than Tank Davis.
Oh, are they?
Yes, there are. It's a fact.
Oh, absolute wow. Fact. And then what sucks about it is like, okay, like Tank is short, he has a short reach. But the difference is he has a footwork to kind of make up for like his height disparity. Regis don't have any. Regis has some of the. I love Regis, but he has some of the worst footwork. We gotta be honest. His footwork need work.
You know who else got some bad footwork? Brian Norman Jr.
His footwork is not great. I don't know if this is bad.
He's just like Regis. That's what I was saying. Like. He got the same characteristics as Regis.
You know what? Yeah. I think the difference is like Brian's just fresher, but yeah, I think Brian's not known for his footwork, and it's just I just noticed that he take way too many jabs. I just know that I'm like, yeah, and you fighting someone who's a good jabber, like I just don't see it. I think you're gonna get. He gets hit with every jab. His face don't miss a jab.
I mean, he don't
Once
get
I
his
saw
head off the
that, I was
line
like,
at
nah, I
all. I'm
gotta
like,
go
he
jabber.
don't get his head off the line at all. Not even just like, God damn, you don't make no adjustments after you got hit 5-6 times. That's crazy. But we done got all off. What was we talking about before we started talking about Regis? Oh, we was talking about T.O. Was we talking about T.O.?
I think we are just talking about the 140 division.
We talking about the 140. Yeah, we talking about T.O. being
Yeah.
the best at the 140-pound division. Like everybody.
Yeah, I don't know,
Nah,
man.
he's
I don't know. I got to see him versus Hitchens. Hitchens might. I would.
I gotta see. He gotta beat at least 2 or 3 people of the guard now. Not Josh Taylor now. Like I'm talking about people now.
Yeah.
Because T.O., you're not even with that class. That's not even your class.
Right. It's a different class. Right. That's the thing.
T.O. had his
I think
chance.
that's what I was trying to say. It's a different class. So like, yes, you beat Josh Taylor and you absolutely get the credit that comes with that fight. But like I can't say okay because he beat Josh Taylor back in 2000 and like 3-4 years. How long ago was that, y'all? I don't know. Back in whenever. That you can beat this whole new class. I don't know. You might. Who knows? You know, because he rises to the occasion with names. Who knows? I just gotta see it.
What you got, Ashley?
Huh?
I forgot what I was even gonna say.
Oh, okay. But so that's that. That's the card. T.O. Shakur. They telling me this fight already sold out, y'all. It's almost about to be sold out.
Oh, really?
That's what Rich came and said. You know, Rich got this. He said he went to the actual place and bought the tickets, and they told him it was almost sold out.
Who said that?
Rich.
Oh, okay. I mean, if it is good for them, you know. I hope it does well. I want to do well. I want these, you know, it's good for boxing if it does well. So I hope so. I would love to go if I can. I don't know, but you know, if it's sold out, it's sold out.
Oh, okay. I remember what I was about to say. I was gonna say that T.O. really had his chance to have at least 2 or 3 good names that fight at 140 on his resume, but he chose to fight Steve Claggett and somebody else.
Yeah, he did. That Claggett fight was so unnecessary.
He had choices. Like he could have fought Matias already. Honestly, he could have unified. Well, he could, you know what I'm saying? Well, not unified. I don't think he had the title at the time, but he could have fight. He could have fought Matias. He could have fought the Kenneth Sims guy. He could have fought Elvis Rodriguez when he was at 140. Like he had good names on the table. He just chose not to fight him. So because of that, I can't say T.O.'s the best at 140 because he chose not to fight some good names that was at 140. Like people really gotta beat Gary Antoine Russell and Sabir Matias. I don't care that they have a loss. Those fighters that people are saying is better than them, they have to show me. Styles make fights.
Absolutely, I agree. Styles.
But yeah, because this is boxing. Just because you have a loss, what does that mean? You got a loss? Okay, I got a loss.
Yeah, I'm not obsessed with the whole undefeated thing either. I mean, because like, it's just not feasible. It's not 99.9% of people are going to lose. I don't know what people think this is like, and I've been a boxing fan too long. So like, yes, I get Mayweather and a few people like Ward was able to retire undefeated. Okay, that's cool. Did that make it like okay? But guess what? Sugar Ray didn't retire undefeated. But I've seen Sugar Ray beat every style imaginable. Floyd kind of close to that too. But I've seen him fight every fight imaginable and find a way to win. Did he lose some? Yes. Did I see him rematch? Yes. So I just think it's not that deep. It's not that deep for me to have a loss. Because you can have a bad day at the office. That style might just be too much for you. I don't know. I don't think we should just like. I think we need to get off that a little bit. Especially if you lose to a good fighter. Like I don't get it.
Speaking about a loss, that's the only thing that Shakur and Keyshawn can do to each other is ruin each other's career. All y'all can do is give each other a loss, like bruh. And the only ruining you're gonna do is giving each other a loss. You can't y'all ain't gonna put each other in the hospital. Come on, bruh.
Like Shakur Stevenson ran around the ring because he couldn't fight offensively. He couldn't defend himself and he couldn't fight versus Edward De Los Santos. That's basically what he was trying to say, because he had all of those injuries and that's why he performed the way he did. Okay, so if he's really getting beat by Keyshawn Davis, he's not going to get maimed. You know what I mean? Like, we already seen he knows how to evade anything and everything if he really wants to. And and that's what I'm saying. Like, come on. Like, so you saying Keyshawn don't have no jaw, don't have no defense, and Shakur, you're going to end up putting this nigga in a hospital. Like, bro, I don't buy it, yo. I just don't buy it.
It's a load of crap, girl. And you sitting up there talking, and I feel like his story. I know I ain't gonna find it, but if anybody find it, it's another clip where he tells a story about why him and Shakur never fight, and that's not the story he told. So I feel like it's switching up, and it's just like, you said he would called you and gave you words of encouragement. Why does that mean you can't fight him? Why does that mean you can't? It's not like y'all escaped from a country together, or like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like, that shit just is soft to me. Like, I don't like soft.
I think Shakur and Keyshawn's relationship is a little weird.
It's a deal relationship.
Be
Like
surprised. You said what now?
I told you, Boxing Hacker said they got a deal relationship.
Stop it, 2 Cent. I'm not entertaining it. But I will say this though. I would not be surprised. I'm not wishing that on them. I would not be surprised if there was a fallout in the near future. Because it's just that would even be weird.
That'd be even more gay.
No, I don't think it would be. I just think it's weird. Okay, there's nothing wrong with them being friends. It's just the way, like, especially with this whole way things are taking place. Like, okay, like Keyshawn was, kind of like Keyshawn had his own light. You had your own light.
Did you see the video on Twitter that I just played with Keyshawn talking about it?
I saw the video. I saw the video of him talking about the Ortiz fight. I didn't see any other video. But I just don't understand, like, why you would willingly go into someone else's shadow. I don't get
it. And like, it's like fighting your blood brother. People always ask, will you ever fight Shakur? You've always been very vocal about it. You're not going to. Explain to us why he's like family, and like, it's like fighting your blood brother.
I mean, shit, just this weekend, him and his entire family was over my house. Like, we was playing basketball. Afterwards, they came to my crib. We eating together at the crib.
Oh no, what happened? Hold on, y'all. It froze. All right, y'all. Let me fix it. Panel open.
Man, family fight all the time, man.
Man, that shit crazy.
Family
but I
fight
mean,
all the time.
It is what it is. If they're not gonna fight, they're not gonna fight. But I just don't understand why Shakur would go to 142.
And that's what I'm about to say, 2 Cent. So, okay, now I'm not gonna fight. Cool. Once Keyshawn was like, okay, I gotta go to 140, 135. I can't do it anymore. Fine. I have nothing else to say about it. I don't care about it. Cool. So why on earth is Shakur like hopping his happy butt to 140? It's like you creating this thing, like you
and still in his T.O. fight. And because Keyshawn been calling out T.O.
Right. And that's nothing that kind of like, it's kind of like, I have a friend and I know she wants this particular item and I ain't saying nothing about it. In a minute I get opportunity, I kind of get it first. I don't know. That is a little weird. It's a little weird. You like kind of side out like, oh, okay, I see you, heifer. But it is a little weird, but I just don't understand. And it's not like 135 don't still got good fights. I actually wanted to see Shakur fight, right? Taking care of whatever he's taking care of. That's the fight I want the most. However, we got Abdullah Mason there now. 135 got even more lit. Why are you? I would love to see him versus Abdullah Mason, but right? And Abdullah don't want to be nobody family except for the family he got. So I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and run that. I wouldn't even mind if he fought the winner of Andy Cruz versus Maratala. I thought he had options, and to me, I'm happy that Shakur got the fight though, because Shakur's still my guy. I know he got flaws. I still like him as a fighter. But to me, Keyshawn versus T.O. would have been a more exciting matchup stylistically. And it would have had more buzz. And I think the build-up would have been more fun because they had that little, they had some run-ins with the father. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of more beef. It made more sense to me, but whatever.
Did Shakur drop that title?
I don't think so.
So I think what is it? The WBC and Andy Cruz is fighting for what, the WBA? What is it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm a casual. Hey, y'all, let me know what belts is Andy Cruz fighting for in Keyshawn. I mean,
that's the WBO.
WBO.
I think that's the WBO. You said Andy Cruz?
Yeah, I think Andy Cruz, after he witnessed.
I'm sorry, I'm lying. That's the IBF. IBF, my bad.
Okay, the IBF. I see him trying to unify with Shakur.
Who, Andy Cruz?
If he keeps that title.
But Shakur already ran out the division.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, I think he everybody.
Well, everybody already knew that. So I can't say that because Shakur still got his belt.
Yeah, for now, how you know he ain't finna drop? He trying to see how shit move around.
Yeah, I mean, he said I don't have a problem with him testing. Okay, I don't. This is the thing. This is the second time Shakur didn't ran from the smoke. He ran away from Top Rank when all the smoke at 35. Like all the smoke was at 35 when he left, and then he went to Matchroom. It was no smoke there. Now he running out to 35 when it's time for folks to start calling him out for real. So this is the thing. I had no problem with him leaving Top Rank at first, because I get it. Like, bro, you're right. Top Rank, like they were getting, like they had a hold on 135 for a minute. So I'm like, okay, you should be Gucci, But I was hoping he would like kind of give PBC a look because they had some options for him, right? They had, of course, the fight he said he wanted the most, which was Tank. They had the opportunity. Then he could have rematched because he had said he was going to rematch him. He said he was going to rematch Santos. He had Santos. And then, we kept talking about Pitbull Cruz. They got Cruz. So I'm like, that's 3 fights right there they got for you. But I know he kept saying he didn't want to do no long term, and he going to want to fight immediately if he go to PBC. So when PBC started saying about the Tank, I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand, like, that's the fight you want most. I didn't understand the Matchroom move because who does Matchroom have? I still don't understand it. I agree with that part. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see if he goes back. I can't judge it yet. I'll see if he goes and retains his belt, depending on how this fight goes. He's still 135 champ. I'm also wondering, is it a weight thing?
I mean, all the snack fighters are moving up. No, I'm serious. Think of them all. They all have moved up. But
is he a snack fighter? Okay, I know this sounds like a stupid question. Is he a snack fighter or just a snack? Because there's a difference, right?
I don't know, man. I'm just saying they moving up.
No, right. What I mean is, okay, there are some people who will get sponsored by snack, and then there are snack fighters, meaning you go to their website and they're literally, like, for example, I've seen people have like they'll let them put the promotional ad and they'll pay
like sponsor.
You have the sponsorship people. And then you have the people who are actually on Snack. Like, for example, people keep saying Boots. Boots was never on Snack. He allowed them to pay for like a advertising thing before, though.
Yeah, he was sponsored.
Right, but he wasn't a Snack fighter. Like, he was never on their website or nothing.
I think Shakur actually worked with Victor, though.
Okay.
At some point. But I'm just saying they all moved up, though. They all have moved up.
Did Bam ain't moved up since?
Well, not Bam. Bam haven't moved up.
Yeah, the gentleman just passed away. Rest in peace to him. He just passed away.
But I'm saying though, because either he's moving up to 140 and then he's gonna go to 47, or which I think the further Shakur moves up, the more he's gonna become food, because if his hands is like he's saying his hands is, I don't think it's gonna be a good idea to keep going up with bigger and harder punchers.
Well, it depends. Like, okay, it depends on if his hands. It depends. Like, are they healed, what can they heal, right? Like it depends if they healed or not. I know that extra weight because this is what I'm noticing about a lot of guys who are bigger and they just cut a ton of weight so they can fight smaller guys. And it's appearing that Shakur is kind of like he's not Devin Haney level with it now. Devin is another level with it, or Bam level with it. But I think what happens is that they're intentionally doing this so when they move up, they're not really moving up because they're always gonna be the bigger guy. They just have to cut less and less, so now they feel more comfortable and more. They have more strength. That's the whole advantage, right? They don't care about not being 100% because they have this huge size advantage, so it don't even matter, right? So I think it depends. Like if he move up and he's even has more weight on his punches, it could help him. It depends on how severe that damage is to the hands. In my opinion,
The harder he hit, the worse his hands are gonna feel.
yeah. Okay, like have they been broken? Like I know they've been injured. I don't know.
He
Yeah,
has
you're right.
so supposedly had surgery on his hands. I don't know how truthful anything is, but he supposedly had surgery on his hand.
That's what they said. He had surgery, but then he hurt him again. Like he hurt him after every fight. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with his hands, but I know I did see him slapping in that Zepeda fight. Slapping somebody.
Yeah, I think and I think he probably just buying time to get his hands healed. But he also said before, he would want for his hands to be healed before he fights certain people. So yeah, maybe that's what it is. And just to say something, yes, what's his name? Abdullah Mason has potential to be a big boy. He is not.
Oh, he definitely cutting too much weight.
Yeah, he's cutting weight, but he is not as big as Devin.
That's why he keep getting dropped.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he has cut a lot of weight, but is he as big as Devin? No, he's not as big as Devin. Matter of fact, because I keep saying, "Oh boy," matter of fact, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Is he big as Devin right now?
In the comment section that said he's the same size as Devin. Baby, no, he's not. Baby, Devin was a middleweight.
Devin bigger than Terrence Crawford.
Right. I was about to say that. There is a photo from years ago when Devin was bigger than Terrence Crawford. Like, what are we talking about here? Devin is big. Matter of fact. Remember, I don't know if people remember this. Years ago, I remember when like Tank was kind of like, this was like this like right around the time when he first got into some legal trouble, right? And he went to jail, and it was a big stir because the next day, while Tank was in jail, Floyd Mayweather was seen with Devin Haney in Miami, kicking it. And people were mad at Floyd saying, "Oh, you're betraying Tank because Tank's your fighter." Blah, 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 right? I don't know if y'all remember that. I promise you, I can try to find that article. Floyd defended himself and said, first of all, I am not, he said, I help all young fighters. I don't care who they are. I'm not betraying Tank. And because they he trying to be funny, which he probably was trying to be funny, right? To teach Tank a lesson. But what he said then, this was like over 5 years ago. This is like 7 years ago. He said, plus Tank and Devin will never fight because Tank and Devin are nowhere near the same size. He said, and this was back then. He said, to my understanding, Devin's about to move up to 140 very soon. Like he didn't. He understand 135 later, but he said then they're not the same size.
They not.
He did. And matter of fact, Floyd, the same one that said Spence should have been moved up.
And he also said Rolly was gonna be Ryan.
He did. Like he's right. Like, come on now. You cannot tell me that. And matter of fact, I'm a visualize. I'm gonna find that picture. Like you cannot tell me that they're the same size. Like and yes, what's his name? Abdullah Mason is very. I don't think Abdullah Mason will be at 135 long. But have I ever seen him blow up as big as Devin? No, not once. Just because you have the reach. For example, I'm a tall girl. I could have the same reach as a lot of people. But I'm lean. Everybody's body type is different. Right. So saying it's the same height. And I don't even know I was even commenting this dude. This dude's just, oh my God. We can talk about heavyweights. He can be like, but Tank. Like, I don't know if Tank dated his baby mama. I don't know what happened with this man. He is in this chat.
That's
they had him.
Abdullah Mason got some height, but that's it. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think he is bigger than 135, but he ain't Devin big now.
I've been making videos about Devin being too big for the weight class for fucking what? Over 5 years now. Receipts. I got pictures too. I got pictures of him standing next to what's this, Daniel Jacobs. Yeah, you'll be surprised. He's not small. He hasn't been, and the pictures that I had him standing next to Daniel Jacobs, them pictures is from 2019.
Right, and then for the fight, and that's another reason why I said I think we were all, it was me, Tucson, and Key, when we were talking about the fight with goodness, Norman. I said I think he can hurt Norman because he's gonna be the bigger man in there. Watch.
Yep.
I saw him getting ready for the sparring, and he was next to, I can't think of his name. His name is something with an N.
And everybody kept trying to say Norman is bigger than Devin. I'm like,
no, he is not. You can look at him. Even when they came out, Norman looked so much smaller. And in the lead up to the fight, Devin was taking pictures with like middleweights and stuff, and he was the same size, if not bigger than them. He was with Kevin Newman. Yeah, Kevin Newman. I don't know who Kevin Newman is. I think he's at 168. He's like the same size.
Kevin
he
Newman
was next to Benavidez. He's still. I'm like, nah, Devin's big. Y'all know what y'all
saying? He's next to Benavidez. He's big. He's big.
He is big.
He is big, bro. He too big not to be knocking him out. I can tell you that for sure. He definitely should have knocked out Norman.
I think he could have if he had pressed the issue, but it seemed like, and like I said, the first part of that fight was so good, and then it seemed like he kind of like, okay, maybe he felt like I did enough, and just kind of played it safe. And I think that's actually what allowed Norman to get a few rounds in. But I think if he really pressed it, I think he could have. I think he could have got reaches out of there if he just kind of pressed the issue.
This is what I'm talking about, like stuff like this right here. You got a picture of you, Shakur Keyshawn, January 31st, Madison Square Garden. Start the show. I'm going to close it, gang. And Keyshawn Davis. That's just irritating. But I guess if that's what they want to do. The first boxing team duo in history.
Nah, I don't know about that. If Shakur really gonna do that, if he really get a title and then drop it for Keyshawn, that's gonna be the worst I've ever heard.
Even the Charlo brothers ain't fight in the same division. And they twin, like even they didn't fight in the same division.
Yeah.
Like, no,
they did for a short time momentarily, and then Jamal moved up because he said, "I'm gonna let male take over 154, and I'm gonna go to 160." Yeah, they did because he was like,
shout out to Mr. Greg with the $5 in the super chat. He says Kerr hands will always be an issue. His speed, the way he punches, and impact of them always hurt his hands. Shout out. I don't know, man. I mean, how long you been not knowing how to punch? Like, you've been punching wrong this whole time? That's wild to me.
I don't think he was punching wrong because, I mean, I don't think he was punching wrong. I just think there must have been a time where injury happened, and whatever, maybe he's had to punch differently because of that injury. Because, I mean, he's gotten some knockouts before. He's had, like, some really, great performances, and maybe he just has to kind of change things up until he feels his hands are 100%. That's what my assumption is. I don't know.
All right, here go the video, Juke. I'm going to play it again.
People always ask, will you ever fight Shakur? You've always been very vocal about it. You're not going to. Explain to us why he's like family and like it's like fighting your blood brother.
I mean, shit, just this weekend, him and his entire family was over my house. Like, we was playing basketball. Afterwards, they came to my crib. We eating together at the crib. Shit, we just had Lil Bro over. Big Slime, my cousin Big Slime was just sparring in my garage. I got the
Oh, hold on. My screen didn't share. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, I thought the thing was shared already. Hold on, y'all. Y'all see it?
I can see you.
Ask, will you ever fight Shakur? You've always been very like vocal about it. You're not going to. Explain to us why he's like family and like it's like fighting your blood brother.
I mean, shit, just this weekend, him and his entire family was over my house. Like, we was playing basketball. Afterwards, they came to my crib. We eating together at the crib. Shit, we just had little bro over. Big Slime, my cousin Big Slime was just sparring in my garage. I got the whole video. Like, bro, it's family. Like, it's family, bro. Like, I'm never ever fighting Shakur. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. It's not even gonna feel right.
What were some of the experiences like with you guys growing up like as young men and young teenagers in Virginia? Like, what some of those things that shaped you to know like he's my brother, man. I could never do that.
Yeah, the moment when I was like, all right, yeah, Shakur, I genuinely actually got real love for you was when I was going through my deep depression times. Even before I was going into the mental home, I used to tell my brother a lot, but then I started like backing off from my little brother because he was my little brother. I started talking to Shakur a lot about like how I was feeling and how I was thinking and what I was doing to myself. And Shakur was just giving me advice that I really like taking and like, damn, okay, I got you and stuff like that. And then I end up going to the mental home and, you know, like he calling me in there, checking up on me and stuff like that. I get out of the mental home, he pulling up on me, making sure I'm straight, making sure I get back in the gym, make sure I continue to do what I love. So he was there for me with my worst times, bro.
So you telling me Keyshawn got all them brothers, but Shakur was the one that was making sure he was getting back in the gym and doing all that? Where was his other brothers at? They didn't call him while he was in the hospital? Okay, just give me a food.
I think that I think I love that he got a call. He's in the hospital and all that. I get that. I again, fine. Don't fight in the same division. In like y'all should have had make it a same way. Shakur and Devin made a pact. Apparently, according to Shakur years ago, stay in different. Stay apart from each other. Then, like if y'all made a pact, apparently according to Shakur, just make.
Why are they making packs though?
That's another thing I was gonna get into. Like that's
what are we doing?
I know. All this stuff that's happening, it started making me believe what Shakur said too, because it's like it feel like there's like a whole. It does feel like people are just kind of like, okay, I ain't gonna fight this person, but you go fight. Like they're just kind of like strategically moving around certain things.
Yes, that's exactly
what my built for that. So we both can win and we both can never lose. I don't know. It was, and that kind of cheapens things if that's what's generally happening. So yeah,
that's what it's looking like.
Yeah,
especially for you to be about to pass him, and now you with Jay Prince, and now you on his undercard. Like I don't know. It's just like another American star stifled. But we'll see how they sales do. They say they sold out. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to paste something.
So Ashley, what's your thoughts about Devin Haney being blackballed?
Come again, Queen? Say that again.
What's your thoughts about Devin Haney being blackballed?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I've been saying Devin Haney is being blackballed because Crocker, it doesn't want to fight him allegedly. Eddie Hearn doesn't want to make the fight, and Rolly Romero says he's never gonna fight him, and Devin's looking to unify, and nobody wants to fight him. So he is the word on the YouTube streets now is that he's being blackballed.
Hey, maybe he shouldn't be Devo dad then. Maybe he should calm all that strength in the shoulders and all that vulgar attitude down. Maybe he can get some fights.
Ooh.
I have no idea. That what you just said. I've never heard before in my life. I've never heard that. I don't know. If he wants some fights though, I know I bet I know 2 people that'll fight him.
Who is that?
One of those people is Karen.
Ooh, I want to see
And the
that.
other person is Stank On It, or whatever his name is.
Stanionis?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. We ain't even been mentioning Stanionis.
Those are 2 fighters that will fight him. They'll fight him.
Has Stanionis fought since Regent? I mean, Lord.
But they don't got a belt, Ashley.
Hey, he said he's being blackballed. I'm just saying I've never heard of him being blackballed. That's the first time I've heard. He just got a title. He just had 1 fight at the weight class.
I mean, that's when I heard it. Listen, when I heard that, the way you're thinking, that's the same thing I thought. How was he being blackballed?
This is his first fight.
His first fight, he got a title at the division. And somebody tell me how long it took Errol Spence to collect all those belts at 147 pounds.
Oh my goodness!
Why do you think that you're just about to just go fight champion after champion after champion because you want to? That's not how that works.
Right. Like, and that's the thing. I'm like, okay, that's how I know these fans are new to the sport. Because there was a time when you had to work so hard and go up all these, like even when you moved up, sometimes you could get a championship title fight sometimes. However, for the most part, like not getting every fight you want does not mean that you're blackballed. And you can't, that's not how it works. Not getting fight. That just doesn't make sense. Because that's the case. Again, it's just a lot of whininess. You have a lot of a new generation, not all of them, but a lot of them who are just they very whiny. Everything don't go their way. It's a conspiracy theory against me. Poor me.
Everybody want to be a victim. They all want to be a victim.
You literally like, this is another thing. Oh, actually, hold on a second, and I'm gonna just say it real quick. I like Devin, but these fans are getting on my nerves. So this is the thing. I feel like they go and try to redo this thing every 2 seconds. Like, okay, so when he was at 135, he's being blackballed. You went to the Zone. The Zone had no one except for Ryan Garcia, who didn't have a belt, and then said that everyone at the place you didn't want to sign to were blackballing you. Like, imagine that's like me going to Burger King and saying, "Oh my God, they won't serve me a Big Mac." Like, you went to Burger King, bro. Like, what are we doing? This is common sense.
That's the same thing Crawford did.
Right, but they do. A lot of people do it, and then they get their fans like, "Oh, yep, he's being blackballed." You just got a title shot. Yep. Then they like, "Oh, I want this fight. I want to fight." Well, people say, "I want to fight Tank." Did you ever try calling PBC? Did you go over there? I shouldn't have to. Everything should fall into my lap, including the biggest payday for absolutely like what? Like, it's insane. But I will absolutely do anything Kambosos wants me to do. It's insane. It's insane.
Because they don't really want the fight, Jules.
Right. It's okay. And so do I think that Devin being blackballed? No. Okay. You can't tell. I don't care what I say. I don't want to hear about no Rolly. You can't tell me. So Rolly, he fights on he's on a main event on the same card you're fighting on. You're the co-main. Rolly beats Ryan. You're there when it happens. You say nothing to Rolly. Rolly goes about his business. He gets the championship title because in his moves up. He says, "You know what? I'm done. I can't get a champion. I'm moving up." You didn't call him out. So what did Rolly end up doing? He inherits a mandatory. So now, but then, of course, Manny Pacquiao comes along. So now Manny wants to fight you. Okay, so now you're in between 2 guys already. And now Devin's like, I'm here now. I got a belt, so everything should stop. All your plans, everything must stop. And I'm not saying Devin's saying this, but
you should want to unify. You should want to.
Everything should revolve around Devin. If it doesn't, it's an atrocity. Like, there are drama queens. I'm a woman. I'm not that dramatic. What is going on? It's a travesty. Like, what are you talking about? No one's giving up Manny Pacquiao for no dang on Devin, and he don't want to lose that belt. If what is it? He got the WA. If the WA says, "Oh, no, you got to fight this mandatory," because at the time Eddie Hearn people. They like, we're not giving up. We don't want to, step aside. He's in between two guys, and now you get there, and now no, Rolly needs to stop everything and focus on Devin because it's a unification. Okay, right. And then they say because belts trump everything. Okay, this is my last point. When Devin was at 140, 140 was still popping. Remember, 140 was popping. After he beat Regis, did he focus on unifying, or did he choose the no belt having, C-level fighting Ryan Garcia?
Ryan Garcia.
Okay, so I don't want to hear about no belt stuff now, because there was other people out there. You could have unified. You didn't. So unification in 140, yucky, yucky, yucky. 147, oh, it trumps everything, even a Manny fight. Are you out your mind? You didn't do that at 140. You wanted him because you wanted that man because he fought Tank, and you've been obsessed with trying to one up that man. Let's just be real, and it backfired. That's all it was. So I'm just gonna say, be consistent if that's what it is. But no, he's not being blackballed. He just might not get opportunity right now to fight he wants, absolutely, because the world don't revolve around Devin.
Well, that leads me to my next point. I'm glad you brought that up, because that's part of the hypocrisy that's been exposed, I think, this year, because actually, I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of hypocrisy has been exposed. To me, the biggest thing is this. Well, I ain't gonna say the biggest thing, but one of the things that's standing out the most to me is this rehydration thing. Like, for Shakur Stevenson to come out and say he'll fight Conor Ben and he'll fight Devin Haney, but they'll have to have a rehydration clause after all the stuff he said on wax, on the public record about rehydration clauses, I think that's wild. But it just brings me up to the point of, like, people like hiding behind these belts and then hiding behind money and then like just creating all of these kind of narratives and it's really their own fan base that they're distracting, because at this point, the people on the outside, like, we see the pattern. We're not going to keep falling for it. Like, Bill, you always trying to attach yourself to somebody and fight somebody when you know they're not available. I've been saying you do that. At this point, it's been exposed.
Girl, consistently, it's so.
You always do. Like, that's what you do. That's what you do. I don't know. It's really just his fans at this point that's believing that, because like nobody else is really following.
Just like they fight in the comments right now. We just had a belt, but Ryan didn't. So again, it's inconsistency. If the belts always matter, why didn't they matter at 140? Remember, y'all said Ryan was trash. He was an underwear model. He was this and that. He chose Ryan over everybody. And now, again, and even when it came to Rolly at the time, Devin was fighting that catch weight. Remember the thing that he said he don't do? And by the way, someone said I'm a liar about that. Matter of fact, I'm about to cook them.
Wait, hold on. How could they have been hiding the belts from Devin at 135 Boxing Hacker when he got them all in one fight?
Thank you. Like Bob Arum set that man up for success. He set that. He set.
Like, do y'all see how they want these fighters to be victims so bad? I think
they want to be the victim.
Y'all want to be a victim so bad. Like, oh, they was hiding the belts from him. He got them all in one fight from Cambosis at that.
Right. I'm sorry, that doesn't happen. People. No one gets the belt in one fight who's blackballed. You don't get a title shot all the time if you're blackballed. Bob Arum, it's nothing two people forget. At the time when Bob Arum went ahead and let Devin get that and help with that Cambosis fight, that's when DAZN was going through that little transitional period when they were talking about cutting purses. He actually saved Devin. They're like, oh, he took a pay cut and he did all that. You were about to take a pay cut at DAZN regardless, because at the time DAZN was cutting purses. Because they came out the gate overpaying. Same thing Turkey gonna be doing soon. I'm telling you right now. Everything that happens, I keep predicting it. So he got the deal of the freaking century. It's a reason why when T.O. lost, they was excited. Like I'm not saying that certain people not as excited to fight Devin, maybe not. But I'm sorry, you're not about to tell me that this man is just being blackballed consistently. Like, you're not about to. Okay. You can't be a 3-division champion and just, he's blackballed. That's stupid.
That's true. Who is he signed to right now? Network company.
Who?
Devin.
He's with Turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey?
Right.
Yeah, so that's DAZN. That will be DAZN.
And remember, they said the Turkey's all powerful. So he's being blackballed despite being all powerful. You got to pick a lane, baby. Y'all need y'all gentlemen in the chat to pick a lane. Choose a victimhood story you like and stick with it.
No, they gotta bounce around. It's just like how Terrence Crawford is blackballed and 3 times undisputed.
Both can be true, huh?
Then he got 13 belts and 6 fights, but he blackballed. What? It don't even make no sense. It don't make no logical sense. Like, they just want to be victims so bad. Like, Devin, 3 division champion, but he blackballed. Do you know how long it takes to collect belts in a division, y'all? You don't fight a champion, then fight another champion. Like that shit. And this is what I'm talking about, these hardcores with this dumb shit. This ain't a movie. That's not how boxing works. Like, it don't go. That's like saying
Lomachenko, know that was ducked. Oh, Lomachenko was ducked. Lomachenko got a title shot. Was it the first or second fight out? Like,
Devin, I feel like every single one of Loma fights was a title shot.
Yeah, Devin went directly to Top Rank, got a title shot. Then left Top Rank, went back to the zone, got a title shot. Went like, how are you? It's like everybody has to drop everything. It's like, yeah, but I understand y'all like him, y'all worship him. I get it. But just because you worship him and you think he's the best thing since sliced bread and you like him more than your wife and kids, that don't mean everybody else got to drop everything. No one's about to throw away a Manny fight. Not even Devin. Devin wouldn't even do it. He's not doing that. Because when he was at 140, guess what he did? He chose what he thought was the bigger fight over the belts. He did it.
But then when he sat down with Andre Ward, he said he focusing on big fights. He ain't worried about the belts.
And that's exactly why he chose Ryan, the same Ryan that they said was so terrible. The same Ryan.
I mean, that's neither here nor there. Like, he really should be focused on that Ryan fight. That's what
I would think. That's what I don't understand about the okay, I'm mad for Devin. Like, I'm mad for Devin. I'm mad for Devin fans for Devin more than they mad. This man did you dirty, and you sitting here, his fans in here like Tank did not take Ostarine and it hit you with 257 left hooks. What is going on? Are y'all scared of this man or something? You know how like people scared of other people, so they try to find beef with somebody else. What is going on? This man did y'all dirty. Like, what? I don't get it. Then he talk about I saw somebody chant, that's what warriors do. No, warriors don't what? He dapping the man up, fighting on his undercard, and y'all worry about a dude at lightweight. He's 5'4". When he was on, what are you talking about? I don't get y'all. Y'all build different. I don't know. I don't know what's in the water. Y'all different.
That's them Tank. I mean, them Tank fans that they always be trying to act like it's crazy, but it's them with the bullshit.
They are built different. Like, what? Man, I remember when Margarito did that to Cotto bowed. I'm getting you in that ring again, bro. And he got beat. It was worse, I think, in his case, because that was like, plaster Paris. But he's still like, I'm getting that game back. Win, lose, or draw. And went in and got it. And he got beat. Like, what?
So let me ask y'all a question. What matchups are y'all interested in seeing next year?
I mean, can we narrow it down to a weight class? It's so many fights.
Like, let me see. We got the 40, we got 47, we got 54. 35.
I want to see Jamel Charlo come back.
Wait, what happened to him and Caleb Plant fight?
No, not Jamel.
Jamel. Yeah.
I want to see him come back at 54. He talking all that stuff. I would like to see him versus Boots. That's one fight that I would like to see at 154. Jamel Charlo versus Boots. I would like that.
He would definitely have to get a 2.
That is good. That's good. You know what I like? Okay, I agree with you, Ashley. I agree with you a lot. I like 154, even though we kept it up talking about Tank so much because people keep bringing them up. 154 is actually my favorite division. It has been for like the last, I'll say 7-8 years. I would love for Jamel to come back. I really do, because I still consider him the king of the division. Doesn't mean he's the best in the division, because we don't know. Again, I'm keeping the same consistency. It's a whole new group of folks here. I would love to see him fight Fundora. I would love to see a lot of different fights with him. I would love to see him versus Ortiz, him versus Boots, him versus the whole field. But another fight that I think would just be so like violent, and another fight that I think is a good matchup besides Boots and Ortiz, because to me that's a gimme. I kind of want to see Ortiz. What's the guy who he's a champion? He's the IBF champion, and the one who beat Tim Tszyu real bad.
Bakram.
Yes, I would like to see him versus Ortiz. Is it Bakram? It's something like I know he's Russian.
Yeah, it's Bakram.
Yeah. Bakram Murtazaliev. I would love to see him versus Ortiz. I think that would be a violent fight. That would be so good. I think.
Ortiz soft. Ortiz soft, man.
I heard. Yeah, I came in when I think you were saying that you think he might be the duck of the year. And sure. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't looking good, Ortiz. It's I don't know how anybody who can still try to claim that there was a time that he was actually trying to fight Boots, because
exactly
his energy. I'm like, there's no way. I was ready to fight Boots. No, you weren't, baby. No, you weren't. You
about to walk away from your promotional company,
your own, not just the network, the people who showcase your fights. That's crazy. I'm like,
now you're saying they forcing you to fight them. How
they forcing you to do something that you claim you always wanted and people wouldn't give to you?
That was my question. And then now you about to walk away? You about to breach your contract?
I'm telling you, he did, and I still think it's Boots and Virgil's a good fight, because Virgil does have a chance there. So like, and it wouldn't be.
He don't got no chance, Jew.
I think Virgil can pop. Like, Boots does get hit, not as much, but it's a chance. It is a chance. I'm just saying, I do think Boots is a more skilled fighter, but Virgil's good. I'm just gonna say this: what makes it worse is the way that Virgil and all that whole team, Turkey, all of them, tried to make it look like Duran was ducking. That's what makes this so much worse. And I didn't even see this coming, and that was probably one of my best surprises of 2025 in boxing, because no one saw Boots was going to put that dang old hoodie on, pop up like that with that energy, because Boots don't talk a lot. I don't think they saw that coming. They thought they could just lie on that man and do all this mess and get away with it, and now they kind of scrambling. And that's what makes it look so bad.
They're scrambling and scraping. They scrambling and scraping. And my thing is, why y'all doing it so publicly? I think that's weird.
Yeah, and anytime someone, this is just me, anytime someone goes out their way to keep coming up publicly about an offer that they're trying to send, and that normally, to me, not all the time, but most of the time, majority of the time, anytime someone's like, oh, we tried to fight this person, that tells me right now that you're trying to get a jump on, you're trying to sway public perception. Because if you want it, because the fights that get made, that tends to not happen on average. It just gets made. You don't talk about, we tried to fight him and he did, even if because negotiations start and fall through all the time. I'm always leery of people who go out their way to tell you every single negotiation they have, and we sent an offer this person and this person to make themselves look like, oh, we're fighting anybody. And I do think Virgil has a good resume so far, but that was kind of weird to me. I don't like that. Always rubbed me a little wrong, to make me think, okay, what is it that you're hiding and you're trying to distract me from?
Who is good on Virgil's resume?
I mean, I think what's his name? God dang it. Not Madrimov. The one that I think he actually could rematch. It was a real close fight. What's it, the guy?
The one that knocked him down?
Yes.
Well, he arguably lost.
Yeah, the one. Why y'all do me like that? Yeah, but I think I like him. What's his name, y'all?
Boychuk.
Boychuk. I like Boychuk. Boychuk is a good fighter. He just can't get past Brandon Adams to save his life. I don't know what it is. Brandon Adams has got his number. I like Boychuk. I think 154 for the most part is a pretty good division. I think that's a good fight. Madrimov is a cool fight. I like Madrimov. Madrimov just don't got a lot of experience, in my opinion.
Madrimov is not good for real. He just was good because
he doesn't like. Yeah, he's like, you got, like, I think he's one of them fighters that if you don't take him seriously, he can get you, but Ortiz is clearly a better fighter. Who else did he fight? Who else did? His first fight at 154 was trash though. That was like, I don't know how he even
Definitely, he hasn't fought nobody since he had been at 54. And who did he really fight at 47?
I am drawing a blank. You might be right. I'm trying to remember. I forgot more than I remember. Okay.
Hey, yo, Queen, I have to go.
All right, Ashley, thank you for coming up.
Good talking to you,
Definitely
Ashley.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate it.
And salute to you.
See you later.
Peace
All
and
right.
blessings to both of y'all. Good night.
Peace out. Peace out.
Appreciate you.
Shout out to Ashley coming up on a panel, joining Ladies Night tonight.
Yeah, but I think it's some. Who did he fight at one? It was at 147, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember right now. I'm drawing a blank. But I still like the Ortiz fight. I just think that would be such a good, and I think that fight's building. But that's why I thought I had been said I don't think that fight is about to happen. Next for really either team, but especially like again, look how when they put Ortiz back in the mix after he had a nice long break, we see what they gave him a tune-up, like an obvious tune-up. And I'm like, y'all think that Ortiz gonna come back after an injury and go straight to a boost fight, then you just don't have any common sense. That's not about to happen. It's
always gonna be an excuse. But they trying to make it happen. I don't know. Can the network make you fight somebody though?
I don't know. It depends on like how much. I think it depends on like how much your money. For example, they might say, okay, we'll only pay you this much for this level fighter, this type of fighter. They could be, or they might say, I don't know, but they're trying, or they could say, okay, if you're gonna fight this fighter, we're only gonna pay, willing to put up this much. They could play with the dollars, unless you have something set already in a contract saying my minimum is like this. Right. But let's say, but they might be willing to pay more for a higher level fight. And let's say you used to making that money, but now they're like, nope, we're giving you the absolute minimum. So they do have, I think no matter what, they're gonna have some negotiating power. But I don't know what his contract is. But right now, again, Golden Boy, already I'm hearing is kind of like on shaky legs with DAZN, and they have been because they never had a long-term deal with DAZN to begin with. It's kind of been like a touch and go basis.
I mean, and he been dissing the shit out of Turkey, so who knows?
Yeah, and I think that's why, and I think that's kind of why we're getting Barrios. We might be getting Barrios versus Ryan. It looks like he's trying to do business with, the non. It starts like he's trying to venture away from Turkey a little bit. So that's why I'm thinking it's happening. But yeah, I don't know what Virgil gonna do, but and I'm not saying I think Virgil will eventually fight Boots. I don't think that they intend to stay away from him forever. But we gotta remember what they said back in 147. They said in a couple years, and so maybe they apparently they meant it.
They meant it 48 months.
Yeah, maybe they meant it.
I mean, we'll see. But I just wanted to just acknowledge, that Bruce is gonna have the same issue at 54 that he had at 47.
And I think me and you argued that in KO's chat once because people, and this is just so funny. This is when I don't want to mention that fan base again. Well, the same people, he need to move up. There's no smoke. We need to move up. And because they're ducking him at 147, so he might as well move up. Remember? And we were like, well, I think he might kind of, if people see him as like, unless they see him as vulnerable, he may have the same issue in 154. Now, I do think there's a few guys in 154 that will fight him. I think Jamel got nothing to lose at this point. Jamel, like, I don't care. I think he'll fight him. I think a lot of guys in 154 will fight him, but it's just like if he wants belts, it might be a little more difficult. But it's so funny that he's having an issue, at the same time, or at least with that fight that people say they want the most. Because I remember it was a few people in chats trying to imply that Boots was ducking Virgil by staying at 147. That's what's so funny. They were like, if you want, they were like, if you want, move up. Even though I understand you're a unified champion, move up and fight this person you're ducking. But now they're arguing the opposite when it comes to a little someone else they like. It's crazy. The logic never stays the same.
Did you? I don't know if you was here. Was you here when I showed the Boots video?
The who?
The Boots video.
What booth video?
Okay, let me show it real quick. You ain't seen
Okay.
the Boots video? No, they're gonna keep contradicting themselves.
Boots.
Jim, are you working off the grub?
Sure. You got to come in the gym first, train, get yourself right, and then get yourself ready for in the evening.
How many plates we looking at tomorrow? What's the over under?
Over and under. I'm going over 3.
Over 3?
Over 3. Take me for 3.5.
What you got to say to your fans in this holiday season?
I know I want to give a special shout out to my fans. Appreciate y'all. Always supporting me. Ride or die. Appreciate y'all. I want y'all to have a happy holidays. Shout out to Eric Harris, Sean Terrence, Boxing Nerd, Tiger Bob, 2 Cent, Empty the Clip, John Smith, Dean by any means, and Cordell. I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate all my other fans as well. And
yeah,
girl, he put you on the map. Woo! That's so dope.
That is so dope.
You checked out the channel.
Yeah, got a shout out from Boo. Shout out to
Congratulations, 2 Cent. You deserve it, girl. Because you've been right about him the whole time. You've been right. That is so dope.
I just tell the truth. I just tell the truth.
It is. And like, I don't even think we be like, what's the term I use? Glazed or nothing. We just be like real. Like I didn't really think anybody was ducking anybody. However, Ortiz is being a little weird right now. But like, I
he's
understand.
ducking now.
It's
a duck because
I like Ortiz.
Like, I offered the fight twice, and he ducking me, and you holding picture a duck with Boots' face on it, only for you to say now they forcing you to fight. That's
that's what's crazy. And I'm telling you, every time I'm always leery when someone goes out their way to make someone else look like a duck. Anytime someone does that, I'm automatically leery of them because like why? Like I understand, like, you got pressure to get them to fight you, but a lot of times I feel like if we wait for the information to come out, it ends up being like false. Like remember, I ain't gonna bring him up because I don't think I'm punching on them too much, but I've just seen too much situations where they're like, this person ducking me and blah blah blah, and then like they announce a fight like a couple days later, knowing that had to be put in place a while ago. You know what I'm saying? A while ago. So it's just. I just feel like, it be on some mess. They be on some mess.
Yeah, man. All the time. But I can't wait to see what 2026 comes for the fighters. And you know what I'm saying? Like what fights is going to come next year? What fights we going to get? Who going to come back? Because we still waiting on the Earl to come back. We still waiting on the Jamil to come back. We still waiting on Jamal to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like we waiting on these people to come back.
I know. And I feel like the Charlos are good for boxing. I don't care nobody say that. They were just fun. They were funny, like unintentionally funny. I'm sorry. I like the Charlos. They a mess sometimes. They funny. I'm kind of with you. If Earl's going to come back, if he waits too long, I'm a little nervous. I do think when you have a fight and you lose in that way, I do think it's necessary to really take some time and really heal. Kind of like, I think this is like, I'm not saying he's a George Foreman, but like I remember George Foreman took a long time. I ain't saying it take 20 years now. I ain't saying that at all. Heavyweight's different. Heavyweight's different. It's unlike any other division. But when you if it's a bad beating, you do need some time to really allow your body to fully heal. However, taking too much time, it's a delicate balance. So I love Earl. Whatever he decides to do, I support it. It is what it is. Another person I kind of want to see back because his last fight, he looked so good to me, considering how long he was out. Mr. Gary Russell. Oh yeah, I know he get on people's nerves, but I thought he looked good.
He did look good. He looked good. You know what? He should have rode that momentum and got another fight.
Yes, he need to keep that momentum. He looked. I mean, especially be how long as he did. He looked good. That's probably one of the best. I've been out for a long time. I'm a comeback performance I've seen in a minute. Him and even though it wasn't as long, I thought Frank looked good, but Gary looked good, and I liked him at 135. I like it.
Shout out to Gap 2 Gang. with the $1.99 in the super chat. He says, let me get an autograph 2 cents. That's dope AF. Shout out Gap Keyshawn. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true.
And 2 cents. I have to ask you for permission for something. Okay. And I promise you, I won't start no mess. I won't say nothing else afterwards. But I kind of have to do this because, like, I'm asking if I post something in your chat, will you play it?
Okay.
Okay.
You gonna put in a private chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can if you want to, but yeah, I just want to. Will you play it because I just don't like, I don't like people sullying my name, and I just kind of want to, if someone accuses me of something, I kind of gotta, not all the time, like, and after I'm gonna start ignoring it because it is what it is. But I just kind of want, go ahead and play that, when you get a chance to. And this is multiple sources.
I can hear you typing. Let me see.
Because yeah.
I can hear you typing.
Oh, you can? My bad. Let me put myself on mute.
Let's see. Jupe say she got some receipts. Let's pull them up, chat.
You and Tank had a lot to say to each other back and forth, if you will. He's deleted some of the tweets, but at this point, it's like anything you post is gonna be on the internet. One of them being a video of him saying that he is ready to go up to 140. Your dad said it this morning, but just to be clear, a fight with Tank, no rehydration clause, no catch weight, correct?
Yeah, I'm not doing no catch weights. I'm not doing no rehydration clause.
That's all I needed. You can pause it. It don't even matter after that.
Go back box and we're bringing it back.
You heard that from his mouth, though, right? Remember when someone said that I was lying? Remember when Mr. Flyer said that I was lying and that Devin never said he wouldn't do a catch weight?
Ooh.
He called me a liar on your stream, and I saw him in the chat, and I'm like, I know what I saw, and I said he said it. I said he said it on TBV, the boxing voice.
Hold on, let me run it back. I know Flyer, so I'm gonna have to run it. Let me run it back because I know.
Yeah, I just want to know because I don't have to lie about nobody. So now he's a liar.
He misunderstood it. Let me run it back because I already know he misunderstood it. Okay, here we go.
You and Tank had a lot to say to each other back and forth, if you will. He's deleted some of the tweets, but at this point, it's like anything you post is gonna be on the internet. One of them being a video of him saying that he is ready to go up to 140. Your dad said it this morning, but just to be clear, a fight with Tank, no rehydration clause, no catch weight, correct?
Yeah, I'm not doing no catch weights. I'm not doing no rehydration clause. I'm the champion at 140. We doing throwback boxing. We're bringing it back to the throwback days where the best fight the best. He went up to 140. He didn't put Barrios under no rehydration, no none of that. Or maybe he did. I don't know. But we're doing throwback.
Barrios did have a rehydration clause.
We doing throwback boxing, and the best should be fighting the best. Where I'm 100%, he 100%, and we get it on, and may the best man win.
2 cents. I'm not gonna say nothing else.
How he been trying to be 100% when he been fighting, cutting all that weight? And
exactly. And my only point
was, he said he been putting himself at a disadvantage, making himself weaker. So how he want to be at 100%?
It's ridiculous. Only point I wanted to point out is that I was called a liar by this man. And so I just wanted to, and I don't even have to address him anymore because now I done outed him that he's a liar. I don't got to lie about nobody. So until he apologized to me, we ain't even got to talk no more. I'm not fact, I'm going to block him. I won't even see more of his comments. Yeah, because evidently that's from that man's mouth. And I also put another article from Ring Magazine reporting it. So I was the only person who saw it. Ring Magazine literally reported, the Ring Magazine y'all praise, not a turkey on it. Yeah, that one. So I had 3-4 different versions of him saying this same thing. So it's all good. That man said no catch weight. So he won't catch weight for Tank Davis, the fight that he claimed he wanted the most, but he'll do it for the great Jose Ramirez. I want that right there. So yeah, don't ever play with me. Don't ever play with me. Ever in your life. And now I'm gonna pay you dust. Go ahead and take that L, brother. We can move on now. I ain't checked him. We can move on now. He ain't on my level. Don't ever try me.
I think she got you, Frequency. Now he about to move the goalpost and say that ain't what he said. He said something else. I'm just telling you what he finna do.
It's on audio. It's on audio. And then he went in the comment section and said, I'm the one who called her a liar. Ha ha ha. Now he's saying he didn't do it. The dude cooked. You cooked. I just flame broiled you. You ain't no coming back to life. Ain't no round twos. That was a knockout. First round knockout. You're done. We never have to talk again. But we can move on from that conversation now. I want to cook him real quick because I saw him in the comment section. And I was waiting on him. Bet you won't run your mouth again.
All right, let's see what else we got. I'm checking the Twitter feed real quick, see if there's anything else we can review. Oh, is this Rolly and Hitchison sparring? Rolly don't even fight like this no more. He look crazy in the ring. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all Rolly looking crazy. For some reason, X doesn't work that good on the computer.
It got real.
I think Rolly put some kind of judo move on that nigga and slammed him on the ground or something. That shit was crazy. Let me see. I'm gonna let it finish playing again.
It got real. What is going on? Who is this?
Rolly and
Is that Hitchens? Who's that?
let me see who else it is. Hitchison. Rolly and Hitchison. Rolly don't fight like that no more. I don't know what Rolly just be bullying, mauling people in the ring.
I remember Rolly used to like throw people. He threw Tank. I don't know if y'all remember. Rolly used to throw. I think that's for that MMA background. He should just like throw and roll people. Like he was just bully and bulldoze people.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he just did. Hold on, stop music. Stop. Hold on, y'all. This thing, they about to demonetize me. Hold on. Why is he yelling? And why is they working not to like this? I guess.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, Rolly, when Rolly wants to throw a jab and be technical, he can be. But yeah, I just think it's so crazy how like another thing, I was watching some videos today getting caught up, and I was watching some video about. It was some video, and I can't remember, but someone in the comment section said, "Oh, unifications are cool, but when it's Rolly and Devin, it's a problem." And I kept thinking to myself, never in a million years, like this is crazy. You could not have told me 5 or 6 years ago that Devin Haney would be begging for a Rolly fight and his fans would be scrambling for a Rolly fight. Like that's insane to me. Like I can't get over it. Like I understand that, like, you know, I've always liked Rolly and thought he does some things well in there. I think what Rolly does do well with boxers though is that he mauls them, which is kind of like that's kind of a rule. You don't try to outbox a boxer. You don't try to outhook a hooker. You kind of, do the things that they can't do. But like, and he's always been that way. Now, can he jab enough to get to do what he want to do? Yes. But it's just crazy that like we're in 2025 and people are mad that they can't get a Rolly fight. Like that's a new low. That's crazy to me.
They crying about it too.
Yeah, it's like Tank had to be forced to fight Rolly. Remember, people forget Tank was pissed he had to fight Rolly. Mm-hmm. He was mad at Mayweather Promotions. He was so mad about it, and they still trashed him.
Remember that first before the fight got canceled? He was mad as hell in them press conferences.
Oh, he was so mad. He was cussing out Leonard. He was pissed about that. He felt like the WA was against him. His promotional company was against him. He couldn't believe he had to fight this dude, and they was trashing him. Meanwhile, someone's literally asking for that fight now. Asking for it. It's like, oh my God, like how the mighty have fallen. Are you serious? Like what? Like,
you know it's gonna happen eventually, Juke.
It's crazy. And now another thing people are begging for, they were against. I remember when Tank versus Roach got announced, I said I actually like the fight, and I told people this is gonna be a harder fight for him than Frank because of the style. It's a trash fight. You just saying that because you glazing Tank. You just saying that. And then it comes out that, yeah, it's going to be a difficult fight. They know each other very well. And, Tank is not invincible. He's a great fighter. Is he invincible? No. It's going to be a good fight, not like Roach. Now, Tank don't rematch Roach. Like, you're begging for a fight that you told me was trash. At the end of the day, people just don't know boxing. And they don't got a good eye for boxing. They don't know who's good. They just, I don't know. They just wait for people on YouTube to tell them what they should think. It's wild.
Exactly, and they just repeat stuff. But I don't know, y'all. I'm thinking T.O. on his A game is gonna be a tough fight.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good fight. I think that it will start slow. And I think that this is what I'm hoping. And a lot of people are worried about it being a boring fight because they're two natural counterpunchers. Which is kind of like our people, like I understand the fight that people hate the most with Shakur was that Santos fight. The Santos fight, that's kind of what made the Santos fight a little bit boring. But I think when that fight, I think Santos' speed, because I think what people underestimate, Santos is very fast. I think Shakur's used to being the more athletic, super fast, and no one else is nowhere near his speed. And I think when he fought Santos, I think that kind of took him by surprise. So he was less willing to take chances. I have to go back and watch T.O. because sometimes it's hard to find out if he's as fast. I think if he's as fast as Shakur, yeah, which I don't think he is, but I think that will determine how. Not him again. What is Keyshawn doing? Why is his shirt never on?
But I felt like that last fight was a pay to make me realize that Shakur is not as fast as I thought, or as athletic.
I think he's fast. I think he's athletic. I think that he just was in there with someone who throws a gazillion punches. And I think he knew he had to fight a different style because he wasn't going to be like the moving all night was just not going to work. Not with someone who throws that many punches. It could have worked, but like you're risking it with those judges, right? Because sometimes some judges like, oh, I see the aggressor. I don't know. I see what some people are saying because Shakur did get hit with some things, but I say, okay, Shakur he took the punches well. I don't know, but like Shakur, but T.O. don't throw that many punches, but T.O.'s a wild card because he can surprise you and just pop up and could pop up on you. And like just rise to the occasion sometimes, but my thing is, does T.O. have the footwork? It's not about his hand speed because T.O. is fast, T.O. athletic. He can have all those things. I think my question is, does T.O. have that foot speed? Now, that's something that Santos does have. Santos does have foot speed. He can move quite well. Not as well as Shakur, but he can move quite well. So I don't know. I still got Shakur in that fight, but I do acknowledge that like. You should never truly underestimate T.O. because T.O. does,
all that dancing T.O. do. You would think his footwork will be better?
That's a good point. He does dance a lot.
Look at them working out together. Like, I mean, this is my favorite fighters. Just didn't do this.
Is it? I mean, I don't mind the work again. But our favorite back in the day, you could be two favorite fighters and still fight each other. Like you can be fighters who are friends and fight. Like I don't.
People acting like it's never been done. Listen, if Malik Scott and Deontay Wilder can fight each other, Malik Scott, like Deontay Wilder, could literally kill Malik Scott. He got the power to do it.
Yeah,
They got
and a lot of these guys know each other from the amateurs. They fought in the amateurs. Like almost everybody fought in the amateurs and knew each other. So I don't understand. I don't know. Again, I'm not tripping too much on this right now. If Shakur goes back down, that's what I'm like. Let's go to different divisions. Let's go to different divisions. I don't understand. I don't understand why Keyshawn is bigger than Shakur. Why? Like that's why Shakur had he stayed at 135. It wouldn't even be a topic. It wouldn't be an issue. I wouldn't. No one would care. Like the problem was solved the minute Keyshawn said he going up. Why would you? They just I don't know. They get in the way of each other. And it's annoying as heck. It's annoying as heck. You can and I get it. Like and then my thing is this. Why is everybody the same division friends? You mean tell me you can't find no friends at heavyweight? Shoot. Like befriend Anthony Joshua then. I don't know. Just why are y'all always friends? It's blowing me. I don't get it.
That's Shakur with that friend shit. I ain't heard nobody else saying that.
And the first time we heard it,
friends, they might be like, shit, you know, if it's the right amount of money, cool, but it's not I'm gonna need $1 million to fight them. Like, come on, man.
And that's so, and that's what's so crazy about it. And that's crazy. I don't know. And that's what's crazy. That they'll be like, oh, this person will never fight this person, but they can come out and say, I'm not fighting this person ever. And everybody's like, okay.
Not they dressing alike. I'm done with these things. I can't do it. It's our boy. Shout out to Big Dog Willie with the $20 in the super chat. He says, happy belated Christmas to the fabulous, diabolical, mentally disabled, bad breath, mentally challenged, bad knees, no bath, lying ass tankomaniacs. I have a good heart and 2 Cents Boxing has the best female boxing show. All love. Shout out Big Dog Willie.
So Shakur got a fight coming up. And he talked.
You see this picture, Juke?
I see it. I just wanted to note that Shakur has a fight coming up, a fight that y'all claim the type of fight y'all want, and he spent money talking about Tank. He spent money talking about Tank, just like he spent money talking about Tank versus Paul. But the minute Paul fought AJ, we didn't see Big Dog Willie for weeks. I don't know.
Boxing Hacker, I think you was right, bro.
Y'all are.
Boxing Hacker, I think you was. Y'all, Boxing Hacker was right. Can y'all believe it? Boxing Hacker was right. I think Keyshawn and Shakur do got a DL relationship. They dressing alike. They working out together. You was right, Boxing Hacker.
No, I mean, what? Is that just like a?
It's on a
I don't know. I think Shakur. I think as my grandmother used to say, Shakur is salamander slick. I think he's slick, and I think that, and that his personality is like his boxing style a little bit. I think that he is. What he's doing works for him. Do I think it's in the best interest of Keyshawn all the time? No.
That boy said broke back boxing.
Stop, y'all. Come on. Don't go there, y'all. Do not do that. I am not. Come on now.
But it's one thing to be dressing like y'all posing and taking pictures. Come on, man.
And I just feel like I won't. I like, okay, to me, for the health of boxing, They all need to be their own person, have their own light. I think I explained that the last time I was on a panel. The reason why the boxing everybody love and want back is because everybody had their own light. Even if some was brighter than others, they had their own light. Now everyone don't want their own light. Like Keyshawn was really on his way to like really becoming his own. Keyshawn has a personality and the skill, like the type of performances that can really kind of. I ain't saying he would be a Tank like type star or even Canelo, maybe not even Bud, but like he really could be a name on his own to a point where he can end up building super fights with other people. And I feel like you're like, oh no, but I'm buddy with this person. Like I don't like the Shakur, I get it, but again, I'm a fan of boxing first and foremost. I care about the sport and the health of the sport first and foremost. This is everything that's happening is not smart for Keyshawn in the future. It's not. It doesn't make sense. Like because I don't know. It's kind of making me, as a person who likes Keyshawn, I like to see him fight. It's a waste. It's a waste. But whatever, you know, people do what they want to do.
I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, I can't see how we could see all this in Keyshawn though. But who knows? Maybe he won with Jay Prince, and Jay Prince selling Keyshawn and Shakur as a package.
These guys are okay. I will say this, and no disrespect. Like you see how some of these look at how some of these fans talk. Like they don't see plays. Like remember we talk about how we can see certain things a mile away, and then they don't see it. And when it happen, they be like, "Well, we don't matter." Like they I don't know. Everyone maybe because like maybe we were raised by older people who just kind of had a certain sixth sense about things. They don't have it. I don't know. They don't see it coming. Like it be like the pattern recognition be clear to us, but to other people they just don't see it. I don't get it, and we can't make them see it. They got to learn on their own.
They're not gonna learn because they ain't gonna never admit it. They just act like it ain't happening.
Yeah, they're gonna change the topic. You know, they're gonna say, "Well, I didn't say that." They're like, you know, like somebody say, "Devin never said that he won't do catch weights." Now they're saying, he said he'll do catch weights after that. See how you try to change it up? As we all heard what that man said, they will never admit they're not man enough to say, you know what, I was wrong. That's a different breed this year. It's a different breed. They don't have that in them to say, you know what, dang, I was wrong. It's okay. You're not gonna die. It's not the end of the world, but they can't do it. It's a different breed. They can't catch it. They can't even admit reality. So what do you expect even younger folks to be like? If we got grown men on here lying just because they can't say, "Dad, you got it." Yeah, you can. Yeah, he did say that. My bad. Crazy.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this cash out. Shout out to Kurt Heard with the $20 in the super chat. He says, "Happy holidays, Jay." Shout out Kurt. Shout out to everybody sending the holiday cash for the holidays. No, thank you to everybody supporting the channel. I'm glad everybody enjoying the channel, y'all. We growing over here. Make sure y'all sharing the channel so we can get more people in the chat involved in the conversation. This is not my platform. This is our platform. So we can have a place to come and give our opinions without your hosts all in the videos, cussing you out, timing you out the chat, kicking you off the panel, muting you while you're trying to talk, leaving you in the background. That's what 2 Cents Boxing is for. Shout out to everybody supporting the channel. Shout out to everybody that's already subbed. So y'all telling me when y'all see Shakur Stevenson, what y'all see?
Master counter puncher. Atomic clock accuracy for Floyd Mayweather. And there's the pot shot, straight right hand down the middle. Number one among CompuBox categorical leaders. Pacquiao's landed 47% of his. Mayweather again.
Hold on, Floyd. All right, let's see what else we got going on. X be tripping on the computer. Or maybe it's just my computer. But I guess it is a phone app. Yeah, Floyd got offense. Who Says Boxing barely let me talk that show. She only was letting Hacker talk. That's how the discrepancy happened. I said after and Ryan fight, he went from no catch weights to all catch weights.
Oh my God, he is still trying.
After the Ryan's fight, he said, "I'm not fighting no more weight classes. I'm making up my own weight class." And then we said the same thing. Then what happened to you?
The point is that he's
fighting no catchweights.
Flyer said, I said on your panel, I said it's so crazy how he said he would never do a catch weight, and now he's doing catch weight. This is Flyer's exact words. I know because I did a replay before I found my receipt. Flyer said he didn't say that. He said he won't do rehydration clauses. He never said he won't do a catch weight. That's what Flyer said. Flyer is lying. Flyer has no integrity at all. He is robbing. He basically is embarrassed right now because he got caught in a lie. And instead of saying, you know what? Yeah, okay, he did say it. That is a contradiction. Now he's like, well, I said all these stipulations. He didn't say any of that. He literally said I was a liar, and then doubled down in the comment section by saying, yeah, she mad at Boxing Hacker. And I said it. I wasn't mad at Boxing Hacker. I was mad at Boxing Hacker for chiming in because I wasn't talking to him, because in truth, it's a pattern with him. He always jumps in when like we're cooking on something, and he always jumps in and forces himself into the conversation. That's exactly what he said. He said I was lying. He never, he used the term never, said that. He said he won't do hydration clauses. Now he's trying to backpedal. It's too late. I cooked you. And because you weren't man enough to admit it, matter of fact, let me go ahead and block him. I don't even want to see his comments come up. Because if you're not man enough to do that, I don't respect you as a person. Block. I won't see another comment with him, crap. Nope, I'm done. Like,
Fly, you wasn't in the back for most of my show. Cut it out.
I won't ever see him again. I just blocked his whole. Nope, because you at least be man enough to be like, you know what? No, we won't ever communicate again. Because that was like, you literally called me a liar. And instead of saying, well, my bad.
See, frequent. That's why. That's 3 times. This is why right here. The communication skills, frequent.
And I wasn't going to block him, but because he tried to double down and change it up, now I really don't respect you now. No, we won't have to communicate ever again. Don't even worry about it, baby. Don't even worry about it. Tell that lie to somebody else. It's not even that serious. It's not that serious. Like, we can be wrong. We can be wrong.
That's the problem. You gotta admit when you're wrong, frequent.
I've been wrong before. Guess what? I'm still okay. Like you're gonna lose your house or something.
Frequent, like you gonna admit you was wrong or nah, frequent?
I don't know. I blocked him. I can't see it. I don't even care.
I could see. He trying to skirt this accountability. Frequent. This is the problem. This is why the relationships don't be working out. Frequent. It's the communication. Just say you was wrong. Oh, I see where he said that, and then we could just move on. That's all you gotta do. Frequent.
He'll never have a conversation with me again. It's all good for me. I don't even care. He don't even got. We will never have a conversation again. Nope. And next time. Anybody, listen, I'm not doing all that because you know what the problem is? I think why society has gotten so crazy. This is bigger than boxing, but it's like boxing is a microcosm. Like, we have to start arguing about facts. That's a problem. Like, I was taught, like, you don't justify craziness. If I say water is wet and you want to argue with me, you're not supposed to argue. You're supposed to cut that person off completely. No, right. You don't debate facts with somebody. Like, the man is on video saying it. It's articles about it. You told me it never happened. Once I show you it did and you still lie, now you will lie about anything and you're a waste of time and energy. I'm done. I'm not debating with you. Debate is like, okay, I think this person gonna beat this person and it's an opinion. Cool, we can debate that. That's an opinion. We can debate opinions. We can't debate facts. This man is now trying to lie about something. So no. And that's how I'm going forward. That's why boxing talk is a mess sometimes. It's like we are literally we're giving credit to stupidity. You got people saying the dumbest things, and then we have to almost treat it like it's a valid opinion. It's not. If you say something that's against the fact, it's not just your opinion. You are not that smart, and I'm no longer engaging with you. That's it. You got to put an end to this. I'm not doing that. There's no.
You got to put an end to this. You're not gonna be talking. You're gonna be the block to everybody, Jew.
Well, what it is? Well, hey, I got y'all. But no, like we can just don't lie. Like if it's a fact, there's a lot of things we can disagree on. Like, we can disagree about who won a fight. You know, I get that, right? We can disagree about who we think is good, or that's fine. But when there's audio tape of someone saying something, and I have you on tape saying that they didn't say it, there's no more debate. That's it. The conversation ends. I have no more reason to talk to you after that. That's it. I'm not about to keep arguing with you about it. He will remain blocked. So that's just how I am. Everybody else can talk to him. I ain't doing it. I don't entertain stupidity.
Right. Should you say that was your last cook, hacker? That was your last cook. But what's your final?
Engage in? I ain't doing
I've been
it.
on here about 3 hours and almost 15 minutes now. We finna wrap up the show. This is the last all women's panel, and y'all be sure y'all be here next Friday for the first all women's panel of the new year 2026. Y'all see we done already switched the look up. You know what I'm saying? We got the new look for the new year, new me. You know what I'm saying? We coming through with the new looks and the new things we changing. I'm definitely making it a goal to post more videos. It's just like, it'd be hard to make videos about every single little thing, or it'd be hard to make videos about things that will constantly be changing. So I just got to get better with that. But I'm gonna drop more videos, give y'all my 2 cents. We changing the look. We're gonna make the lives more fun, more interactive. You know, try to find a way to show my creativity, get my creativity out. Shout out to everybody that joined me in the chat. Double shout out to everybody that supported the channel. I want to let everybody know I really appreciate it. Shout out to everybody that punched that like button. Let me get a like check. I should at least have 100 lives before we hop off here today. Let me get the like check. Let me see something. Drew, what's your final 2 cents? What you got for the show?
Not much. I would just say that, like, I'm happy that Keyshawn's back. I want to see more from him. I you know, him being on undercard, that's fine, cool. I just wanted to see him get back to like the trajectory that he was on, because I think he was kind of becoming his own. We want, again, for boxing to be healthy, I want as many names. I want all these guys to do well. Like, I don't root against any of these guys to not do well. Win, lose, or draw, I want them to do well, because I want boxing to remain relevant. I grew up as a child loving it, and I still love it. So I wanted to see that. I do like the fight with Ortiz. I'm cool. I like the Shakur fight. I don't have a problem with it. I do think this whole bosom brother thing is getting a little annoying. But you know, they'll fix that. Boxing Hacker is telling me that he doesn't understand what a colloquialism is. And I get it. Maybe he's from a different culture, or maybe he just doesn't. I don't know if English is for. I don't know. He doesn't know what the F is. What is a colloquialism? Okay, so that would explain why you have communication issues as well. Because I know you know anybody who questioned it, right? So everyone else got it, but you. So thanks for letting us know that you're, you know,
an idiot.
I wasn't even gonna say that, but yeah. Okay, you don't get colloquialisms. If you pay me, hey, you send me a couple of dollars, I might teach you one day. Okay, until you do that, I'm not even about to explain it. You just don't get it. And that's fine. What I'm about to say, I'm looking forward to. I like that card again. Like, I think the other two cards on the card, other two fights on the card, like, you know, I think they are not. Like, I don't know. Like, I've seen Carlos Adames, and I do like, what's his name, Ammo, and maybe Ammo might show us something different. But based on what I've seen, they two names, people know who they are. But I don't see that going well for Ammo. I just don't want to see a slaughter in there. But I'm hoping Ammo's gotten better. I know Ammo has had health issues in the past, so I hope that he's able to like do well in that fight. I am interested in seeing, because what's his name? Wasn't Jarrell Miller on there or something?
Yep.
Big Baby.
Was that Big Baby? That's not like, was that?
It was some heavyweight on there.
Yeah, it said Jarrell Miller. Let me see if I can pull it back up.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So, you know, it's a decent card. Oh my God, this man said water. This man's still struggling with colloquialisms. Oh my God. Okay. I'm just going to ignore him. It's like, I don't know. I just have a thing with like adults not having whatever. Bless your heart, Boxing Hack. Bless your heart. what I was gonna say, I'm hoping like I'm hoping in 2026 we see some, I want to see 154 move more. 154 is my favorite division, and I feel like that's a division where, and that's why I did have some hope for Jerron. I'm like, okay, 154.
Everybody trying to move around Boots. It's gonna be
I feel like this. If he can't get a fight at 154, I don't know, because 154 tends to be, in my opinion, it has always been the bravest division. Just you can tell by the way them belts have changed hands so often. They tend to be the bravest division. Do I think certain people will move around them? Yes. But I still have a little bit more hope. He's up there now. I'm hoping that, okay, if he can't get a Bryu, which I would like that fight still. I like a Bryu. You know, he beat Tellez and we were hound Tellez. So hey, he did something right. I don't mind seeing that fight. I'm hoping Murtazaliev. I like Murtazaliev, and I'm sorry, I felt so bad for Tim Tszyu because Murtazaliev beat the crap out of Tim Tszyu. Like that was a shocker. I mean,
Tim Tszyu with that tough shit he was on.
Man, Murtazaliev, he didn't even give him a chance. He didn't get a chance, right? So anyway, I want to see that, or I'm okay with even Zayas. I keep forgetting about Zayas up there. I want to see that. I think Ortiz has probably, when it comes to this year, I try not to call people ducks because I think that term is ridiculously overused. Yes. Ortiz is looking a little, I ain't gonna call him a duck, but he is looking a little quacky.
That nigga's a swan.
Yeah, he's some type of poacher. I don't know. He looks
like what's worse than a duck?
A pigeon? I don't know. A swan? A flamingo? I don't know.
Swan. That nigga's a swan.
It's looking.
He's a peacock.
Yeah, maybe he peacocking a little bit, and that's what I kind of feel like he did before. He was peacocking a little bit because what peacocks do is they strut around to like attract, to show, hey, I'm the man out here. I'm peacocking. Yeah, I want Jerron Boots in. I want Jerron Boots in it. And then Jerron Boots in and says, I'm right here. Well, actually, I don't have time. My check-ins is in my savings. My big toe hurt. My mama's stressed out. I gotta take an extra job at Burger King. I don't know. He just got all this other mess.
Flip the plate to the kitchen.
Yeah, he changed up so quickly. But yeah, that's just, I don't know. I'm a little disappointed in the way he's behaving right now. I am concerned though about Golden Boy. Okay, so is Golden Boy not gonna stay with his own? What's gonna happen with that? Is he not gonna stay with Gold? And which I'm saying not Golden Boy. I'm sorry. Is Golden Boy not gonna stay with his own? That's what I meant. Like, what's happening? Because I think right now there's so many shifts in boxing, and I think that's why when it comes to these fights being made, we look at the bigger picture. You have Golden Boy who has not had a long-term deal with his own for a couple of years now. Okay, they've kind of had an off and on. They pretty much prioritized Matchroom from the get-go. That's why Turkey chose Hearn to be like the main go-to person. Then you got Top Rank. To my understanding, they're just going to be on Tubi. We don't know what's going on with that. And that's crazy because neither one of these companies are being called broke. Ain't that funny, right? Okay.
No, we're going out of business.
Right. It's like all kind, like no one, you go out of business, you're broke. We haven't heard anything about that. But, they're going on Tubi, which I don't particularly have a problem with. But there's so much potential. And then, of course, it's the other question, which we didn't really get to go into deep, but maybe we will another time, which was what me and Key were talking about before. About, even though somebody said I believe in conspiracy theories, reports by Financial Times and the New York Times is not conspiracy theories. When they're having cash flow problems and starting to cancel big projects and losing money, and there's articles out about how they haven't made any income and how they're kind of cash strapped after they bought EA Sports and all these other issues. I'm talking about Turkey PIF fund. It makes me wonder, okay, what's happening? And that explains why they're trying to fast track this situation through Congress to.
I heard it didn't pass.
It did really?
That's what I heard. Let me Google it. But they say
because they're gonna need some legislation quick. And I think this is just my theory. It sounds like to me they're trying to fast track and change the amendments of that contract so that they can, because I kept saying they're going to lower these.
Because now they're going to be, I heard they didn't get it passed, they're going to be signing fighters to shorter deals.
Right. because they're having a cash flow issue. I think they invested in too many different endeavors at once. And I'm not saying Saudis are broke, because they're not. It's just that I think that this investment, the level of investments with all this cash flow, I think it was intended for a short term. It was never intended to be sustainable long term, like I've said. It was to get their foot in the door, transition it into tourism, so they can get away from oil. But the problem is that they are using oil money to fund these endeavors, and oil is down. So they have a cash flow problem. So it's just a bigger thing. So I think that, so now it makes me wonder, okay, how are they going to be able to sustain these type of purses? That's why they want to hurry get this TKO thing off the ground. They can start paying people less. They can, they put a lot of money up in the beginning, and now they put all that money up in the front. Now they can kind of like, they want to start seeing some revenue. Again, it's a fund. It's an investment fund. An investment fund is not just to continuously lose money indefinitely. That's not how that works. So, yeah. So that's just from what I'm saying with these articles and coming out, and the cash flow after the EA Sports deal, that fund is halted. And now there's a report out saying that I think they're about to halt some of the 2030 projects because
Drew, it's like, I don't get it. It's like this has to be done purposefully, right? Because I feel like anybody that budgets their income could have looked at them and been like, y'all doing too much. You're diversifying in too many different industries that you know nothing about all at one time. And then you trying to go in there and run shit like you know what you're doing.
And I think another portion of it is that you think about how you started. You want to take over, like they didn't go to the UK and try to take over. They came to the United States, but what promoter did you have at the helm to do that? It made the same mistake DAZN made. They got Eddie Hearn, someone who never understood the market and already lost people billions in the first place. And so you do, and it's perfectly fine for a business to lose money in the beginning, right? It's cool. But you're trying to build super cities. You're trying to build the image of Saudi Arabia. You want it to be like the next Dubai, where people are traveling and coming there for all these different things. That costs investment. Now, again, sports is just a small point of that. But if they have bigger plans at play, and they have to make a cut, like what do you think they're going to cut from? And again, like I was saying the other day, when companies make cuts, they tend to start in the marketing department. And I remember saying, I've always looked for that in a company. What if they start cutting first? Remember all those super cool promotional videos we saw in the beginning? We haven't seen it since that New York deal, that New York fight, since Rolly Ryan. We haven't seen it since. They start cutting there. It went from, we're going to have the biggest and best fights, stacked cards. The cards are becoming less and less stacked. It's a slow process. And I remember, like, when we had Bud versus Canelo, everyone was like, oh, they went from, oh, it's stacked cards to no one cares about the other card. You see how you have that slow transition? The advertising drops. Now the undercard don't matter. Things slowly start. It's because they have to wean themselves out of it. And that's why I'm trying. So it's not conspiracy theory. It's backed out by like literally facts. Like, their investors and people they're doing business with are saying, hey, they didn't have the cash for this. This is a problem. So this isn't like, I get it. Mr. Hacker wants my attention and he keeps tagging me and you want my attention. I already cooked you already. I'm not even about to like go back and forth with you. You don't even understand a colloquialism. So I'm not even discussing anything with you, but that's what I'm saying. And it makes sense, right? Because that's what happens. Now, it doesn't mean that they can't rebound.
They can't.
Right now is looking. I don't know. I don't know if I would like put all my marbles in that right now.
They already put all their marbles in it.
Yeah, I mean, as a fighter, right? Like, oh, we get this big, that's what happened. Remember DAZN did the same thing. They were paying these huge.
I mean, Keyshawn probably got his payday. He was on here sweating and spitting, so he must have got his payday because he was too excited to be fighting Jermaine Ortiz. But I get what you're saying. as far as like the future, like especially as TKO go, like people kind of like want to see what TKO gonna do. They anticipating this first card. What is supposed to be January 23rd, and then you're hearing like I forgot who they said was supposed to headline this card, and it's like, yeah, I'm not about to take over anything that has to do with boxing with that. So I'm not sure if the whole takeover of boxing was just to like fracture it and get the Ali Act passed.
Yeah,
Like,
I think he absolutely wanted it fractured because, and that's what I was saying. That's why, like, because these stars, right? Okay, there's a market, and right now that market has been booming, right? It's been booming because you had pay-per-views. Those pay-per-views have had successes. They've had great gates, and so the stars of that, you know, it's been based on like A side, B side, how much money you make. So now it's like, okay, I know I'm going to get these A side fighters who got the name, and if I get to them, I get the fans, right? Because you want the fighters with the fans. So I'm going to get Canelo. I want to get Canelo over here and take him out of that market, put him in that market. That will kind of crater this other market, right? Because I know the eyes are on Canelo. I get Canelo, the eyes shift to me. That's the thinking,
it's
right?
not that easy.
It's right. It's not. They're finding out it's not that easy, and so right, they want the fans, right? So now I've taken them out of that market. So I put up, and I think they might know it's not that easy because now you're like I said, what happened with Cinco de Mayo? Cinco de Mayo. This was like the most lackluster Cinco de Mayo we've had since I remember, right? He's on that undercard. You take Devin, who was okay. He had a headline with Ryan Garcia. He had headline previous times before. Now he's on your undercard. He might be fighting in the middle of the day. He might be, okay. So you take them out of that public sphere, but now they got to rely on you now because they go back into the old market. They've kind of lost momentum in that market because they stepped out of it. Because so, for example, let's say I don't want to use Devin because I don't want to get people in the chat upset. Let's say even like I said, let's say Keyshawn had the trajectory, but now you're going to be on the undercard. It is in America, so that's that caveat that helps you. But I'm going to pay you probably a little bit more than what you'd have paid for, whatever. Or maybe that's not a bad. Even Benavidez is actually the perfect example. Benavidez was starting to build his own market. Like he was building a market. His fights were getting bigger and bigger. He's becoming more and more of a household name in America. So he can be independent and go off the sales off of his work alone. I take you out of that market, put you all the way over here, and now you're fighting in Saudi Arabia in the middle of the day. Now, some of your fans are going to follow you. Some people are going to forget. You're making good money. So now when I come back to that market, I'm going to say, hey, I got paid, let's just say $6 million. Right, but your fights never generated that type of revenue. I know it did. Let's just say it didn't. So I can say, my bad, it's my phone. If I say my fights never generated that, so now I'm going to want to demand that in the actual market, but the actual market is not going to give me that anymore, and probably even less so now because I didn't.
And it's going to be even harder to make fights.
Right, like it's cool because what happens if Turkey was to just disappear one day? Like what happens? Now you got to go back to the original market and refamiliarize yourself and rebuild that market again. And now you're coming back. You're expecting a certain payday, but you never were able to generate that payday. Now you don't even want to take the fights because now that for you is a pay cut. It now makes fights harder to make, and that's why it's not sustainable long term, and will prevent more fights from happening long term. But people don't see that, and that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
right? And that's kind of what Eddie Hearn was saying. Eddie Hearn was saying, okay, we can do this fight with what's his name? What's that? The other welterweight champion that I ain't never heard of before that he got that Devin was trying to fight after he was calling out his other people, but was really in talks with this other guy the whole time. Crocker. He says, okay. I know people saying, oh, he wrong. He said, Eddie Hearn's like, listen, we can make that fight. But not for, he said, Turkey gonna have to pay for it because I'm not paying for that fight because the money that he's gonna want for it, they're not gonna generate that type of money. So now you become 100% reliant on Turkey, and if Turkey don't give you the money, then what? This is gonna happen. The fights are not gonna get made. And that's Lewis Crocker. So imagine if it's a higher risk fight. You've gotten used to a market that don't really exist. And he's saying that. He's saying, I'm not paying you for that. Turkey might have paid you for that. I'm not doing that. So he gonna have to get involved. So let's say Turkey don't want to do it, then what? And that's the problem. It's just not sustainable. It's gonna make people say, I'm not doing this fight, because think about it. If I'm getting paid $6 million for Susie Q, if I gotta fight a monster like Ennis, I'm gonna want like $25 million. Can I ever generate that? Absolutely not. It ruins the market.
And nobody gonna be willing to lose that either. So we just ain't gonna ever get that fight.
We're gonna lose it. So the market relies solely. So okay, again, I see the comment section. I said it was a hypothetical, dang father. My God, listen, what? We fought at 9 p.m. I was giving an example. Let me shut up. I can't. Like, I'm just anyway. That's all I was saying, and that it's just that like that's not a conspiracy. Like this is like a serious thing, and so I think when it comes to boxing, that's what I'm kind of like really watching out for. I think
because Turkey blew unlimited money. We still ain't got it. We got to get Key up here so we can do that show.
Yeah, and it's not unlimited. Again, this is a government entity. This is a government entity. This is tax dollars. This has to be approved. This has to be. Budgets can change all the time. You see what happened in our country? It can change. They can talk tomorrow. Like, where's the article I just saw saying they might cancel all these other 2030 projects? Like
they're gonna cancel them after all that.
They can, yeah, because there's a cash flow. People don't get it. Like this is government money. That's why so much of it. At any given time, that can happen. So but yeah, there's a ton of Google EA Sports deal and Saudi Arabia having cash flow prop. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just put it in here. I got the link. They kind of can rebound. Again, it's not the end of the world. But people act like, oh, it's just unlimited money forever. In the countries, things happen.
They print their own money. Like you cannot just print money to pay for boxing matches.
And they gotta get away from oil because people are starting to use other forms of energy, like in other forms. They're starting to have wind power and all this other stuff. And also there's other countries that have oil, like I don't know, Nigeria, Venezuela, the places that we tend to almost be going to war with. That should tell you something. Anyway, that's all I got.
All right.
Articles in there. People I guess don't read anything, but they don't like to read certain articles, but it's really fascinating. But anyway, I will let y'all go. I hope y'all all had a Merry Christmas and a good time. And we will talk later. And thanks again for letting me up 2 cents. You have a good evening.
All right, Jupe, thank you for coming up. Shout out to Jupe. Shout out to Ashley's Corner for joining me today. And I'm finna close out the show, but you know what I just thought about with this Keyshawn thing? Keyshawn was the main event, and he had his brothers on his undercard. Now he's on Shakur undercard, while Shakur is calling him brother. Wow. That's crazy work right there. Shout out to Big Dog Willie with the $5 in the super chat. He says, breaking news, I'm making a documentary on the Tanker Maniacs on how they destroy boxing on the way to destroy the human race in general. Be careful. Shout out to Big Dog Willie with the $5 in the super chat. But yeah, that's pretty deep, bruh. Now instead of DB3, it's just Shakur and me. Instead of DB3, it's just Shakur and me. Me and my brother. X out all my other brothers. Fuck them, they ain't even on no cards no more. It's just me. No more DB3. It's just Shakur and me. That's crazy work. Crazy work. But shout out to everybody that joined me today on the panel that helped supported the chat. that punch that like and subscribe button. If this is your first time here or you listen to the replay, be sure to sub to the channel. This is the last women's show of the year. Be sure to join us next Friday for the first all women's panel show of the year. We just have, listen, this is common sense boxing talk over here. We logical, we intelligent, we put the pieces together. We always don't agree. We go back and forth. We talk about our differences. We explain why. We don't be overly emotional. We don't base our feelings on how we feel about other men like y'all do in the chat. Some of y'all do in the chat. I know all my 2 centers don't be acting like that. But listen, if you don't want your host all in the videos, timing you out, kicking you off the panel, leaving you in the background, muting you while you trying to talk, come on over to 2 Cents Boxing, where we talk everything boxing and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.